We're live.
Welcome
What
to
is
the
up?
Nobody Here show.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, see, it's so like
Fungus
it
Queen
it
was here a minute ago.
it doesn't
Oh, we
matter.
did
Like
good. We got
honestly,
176 views last week.
yeah. Like honestly, like no one could be here in the beginning. That's fine. It usually ends up with more people towards the end. You know that.
Yeah, and Deez has got Thirsty Thursdays going. He's auctioning off a bunch of snakes. So the snake peeps will probably be over there for a while. We got one
Same with
person
Ella.
lurking. Hopefully it's Biggie, you
Yeah.
weirdo motherfucker. Quit sending me messages, you freak.
Also, you fucking freak. uh, LMK's live.
Oh, yeah. He always does his Thursday live. But though that again, that's all about that snake stuff. If you want to talk about genetics, the same shit. It's all mathematic. I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter two shits about what you think something's going to look like. It's all mathematical what it's going to be when you get done with it. That's all that matters. It's either fucking percentage this or something. If there's hits or visuals, it's all the same. It all works the same. Every one of them. Don't matter what color comes out. They're all fucking the same. They all work the same. They all breathe the same. Same bullshit. But
I
no,
would say
these
it would
motherfuckers,
only.
these motherfuckers will talk 3 hours of shit for, which is all cool, but I can't talk about snakes that long. Genetics are cool and all, but I don't know.
Unless you're trying to hit something for your own personal desire or for
Like
breeding or
if I had
selling
a
it.
clutch coming
But
up and I wasn't sure of the babies and stuff, and I wanted to ask what people thought and all that, that's all cool. But people just sit around wondering what shit looks like for fucking 10 hours. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I don't have none of those genes anyway. I don't want to.
that's why.
I'd rather take bong hits to talk about something else. Nothing against the snake biz though, because I do love my snakes.
So you got a whisper message today, huh?
Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna message him right now. I'm gonna tell him if you want to talk, you can come on the live.
Man, that's some creepy shit right fucking there. So Derek's, what is up, Derek? Long time, bro.
Derek
How have you
Reptile,
been?
what's up?
Fucking slaying over there, just fucking knocking out fucking interviews. Yeah, dude. So I got a question for you. How do you guys bitch about us, and not us? I'm just saying people in general, like about losing to a stoner in a swimming contest.
Oh man, that's old news. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, it got re-brought up. It got re-brought up recently because I watch ESPN and all this other shit. But like, it got re-brought. Like,
Morbid, welcome.
I can't complain. Hell yeah.
Well, I just gathered up all the shit to see if we can get a weight on what the little snakes would cost to weigh. But I already got the weight, so I just got to calculate it and then put all the information into the computer.
What's up, Morbid?
Everybody knows that he was a pothead. It was no big deal.
But see, here's what I'm saying is like,
there's dudes in the women's Olympics now. What Michael
that
Phelps
doesn't
did was no
that
big
doesn't
deal.
count.
It's no big deal. He
It's not
just
like
had
he
a
was on
couple bong
TV.
hits on his off season. Well, yeah, but I mean, bong hits. I mean, unless you're taking fucking a lot of. I mean, even then, I mean, he was so fast that I mean, his lungs were so developed, and he was in his prime and all that bullshit. Them bong hits wasn't going to hurt him at all, as far as
Hell no.
his performance, you know.
Oh yeah, appreciate that, Derek.
Folks,
Show just started.
If he wasn't such a lame ass for the first hour and a half, it'd be a better show.
What the fuck? Yeah, so it's my fault, right? I gotcha.
Well, it's not going to be mine. It's either yours or mine, and I'm not, you know.
Oh, what's up, Buzz? Long time, bro.
No, nobody talk about no goddamn football around here. Fucking football's for the devil, and it sucks Weiner.
I don't give a shit who wins tonight. Well, I'd rather see the Lions win though, but
What?
I said I'd rather see the Lions win tonight.
Who they playing? The Packers?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody like no goddamn foosball. It's real talk, not football talk. Shoot. Foosball's for the devil.
Well, that's what you called me last week, so it must be. That's why I like it.
We need to get that Morbid up here. He's way more fun to talk to than you.
All right, more. You want the link? You want to
Of
come up
course.
here because I suck ass at doing our show.
No, see, he still says call me.
Call him. Put him on
Call it.
speaker.
No, see, I told him to either come on the show and talk to me or fuck off.
For sure, Derek. Man, what's he writing back? Because
I don't know
saw the
why. I
tweet
don't know
out.
why I never get any fucking messages for nothing that Derek does anymore. No, it just says call me, and then it showed him writing, but. Oh, he's in bed. Are you fucking kidding me? You wussy motherfucker. I bet little man stays up later than you. Shoot. I'm just fucking with you. It's all good. I was just trying to give David a bad time that, I needed somebody more intelligent to talk to than him.
How am I?
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find your channel right fucking now, and then I'm going to fucking turn off, because I'm still a member. I mean, just me being a member, you think I get every fucking notification for what you do. But I'm going to find your motherfucking shit right now, and I'm going to turn off the bell, and I'm going to turn it back the fuck on again. See what happens. What are you talking about, David? I don't even want to hear you until you're at least 2.5 beers in.
I'm 2.5 beers in now.
Then you're funny. But until now, you're just kind of a drag. You drag down the show. I'm just kidding.
He's watching foosball. Shit.
He probably is. Does anyone have some small half inches left doobie roaches? I do got some doobie roaches, bitch. But them's my doobie roaches. You can't have my doobie roaches. You know why? Because they mine. Oh, I forgot.
You breed them, right? Oh, you do breed them.
Yeah, I do have some. I guess. I got a big bucket, and they just keep fucking, and I pull them out of there, and there's always some in there, so I guess I breed them.
Hey, that sucks, Morbid man.
We all sick. Me and the wife went through it too, and if it's the same bullshit's going around, it just lingers like a bad fart. Because I felt sick for like the first day and a half, and then I felt pretty good after that, but then I was just snotty for like a month. It was like, what the fuck? It just hung on like a bad fart,
It's not White Claw, it's Twisted Tea. That's all I drink.
And how's I as far as I know, I think he's doing all right. I don't know. I've seen him comment on a couple things. I haven't talked to him much, but I reach out every now and then, ask him if he's live, and he says yeah. And then usually he'll tell me that the doctors suck, and that's that's usually the deal. So I don't know if he's still not got a good doctor, but I know there's places. Even my Aunt B, they're all like, oh, here's a list of doctors, and a lot of them are like, oh, in like 2 months or 2.5 months or something, come back, we might have an appointment. And it's like 2 months for a fucking appointment. It's like, if you're going to a doctor, you usually want to do it now, not 2 fucking months from now. It's like, fuck, if I live 2 months, I'm good. I ain't going doctor. But you know what I mean? So I don't know. Hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he'll, I'll reach out to him something this next week or two and tell him to do a fucking live stream and let everybody know he's still breathing.
Yeah, I hope he's better. Man, that sucks.
But yeah, when you're dealing with doctors and all that bullshit, sometimes it's fucking slow going, Because it's just like I said, it's a pain in the ass. Oh yeah.
Benji's waiting for your call.
Yeah, I know he is. I don't know why he wants me to call him so bad. He's so obsessed with that. Because even before everything went all crazy, he said something like, "You're gonna call me?" And I said no, because I didn't know I was needing to call him. It was just kind of weird. Somebody asked you out of the blue, you're gonna call me, and it's like, maybe I didn't get a message he sent or something that told me that I needed to call or something. I don't know, but and I don't call. Ask Derek. Ask even I. Well, if Iron Dog was here, he'd tell you I don't. I'm not a big phone person. I'm not going to video call somebody, hold my phone up, and act like a teenage kid for fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And even ask my wife. She'll write me a paragraph text message, and I say okay. I don't fucking give back some whole great big old response. I'm not that type of dude, so I'm not big on the phone and all that weird shit. You know.
So why can't you just call them on a regular call and just put them on speaker?
Because it's fucking New Zealand. I ain't calling New Zealand. The fuck? That probably cost me $20 to have them tell me to fuck off or something. I'm good with that.
No,
I can do that
you,
for free.
you could call them on IG without holding the camera.
Well, that's what I mean. You could do that shit on Facebook too, I guess. But I don't do it. I'm not big on the phone thing. I told you just now.
Man. But yet you make videos and you go live.
Yeah, motherfucker. What's it to you?
You like Pepsi? You don't like Coke?
Either one's fine. You know what's funny about that? I don't mind Pepsi and all that, but if I'm eating pizza, I gotta have Coke. There's something with it. Pizza and Pepsi don't go together, but pizza and Coke is fucking the bomb. I don't know why.
It is. Pepsi, I don't know, man. It's okay. I'd rather have a Coke.
No, you'd rather have some Coke, you fucking dopehead, like your buddy Benji.
Shit.
No, I wish Benji was just doing Coke. I wish that was the case. Coke is so much easier to deal with. That meth just fucking takes you down to the fucking bottom of the fucking earth before you can ever see daylight again. It just kills me. But hey, everybody wants the ride they want, so it's up to them, you know.
Has anyone seen the thumbnail for next week's show?
Yeah, he fucking Solo was talking about it on Tuesday on my show. She's all like, "Has anybody seen David's thumbnail?" I was like, "Yeah, I've seen it."
If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's proof. Okay, once again, and
you gotta make shit bolder when you do shit though. When you make thumbnails like that, you gotta make them all the writing bolder because you gotta remember when people are looking at it, they're only looking at it like this big on a phone, or even on a computer. Thumbnails are only this big when they show up as a thumbnail. So anything that you could make like a brighter color and make it stand out more and shit, you know, that's always better for a thumbnail.
Okay. Good advice.
What do you mean? I'm not the old guy. Yeah, I am old. I've been working out lately and shit because I fucking lost 60 pounds through all that fucking surgeries and all that bullshit. I felt like a little kid or something. All withered up old dude.
Fuck, dude. I remember the day you got fucking. You were at the hospital because your tooth.
Yeah, it all originally started with an infected tooth. Yeah. Because I got like a toothache, and then like a couple days later, it was like, yeah, it's not getting very good. And the wife saw, oh, we should go to the doctor and all that. And I was like, no. And then like she called him and made the appointment right there. And we're all like, she's like, no, we're going or something. And I was like, okay. And then went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, fucking, oh, here's some of this and some got me, you know, some what do you call it? Fucking antibiotics and all that bullshit. And then anybody's all like, if it gets any worse, go to the ER. So then it got worse. So then we went to the ER, and then it all started from there. And then it was closing up my throat and a bunch of craziness.
It looks like Benji holding something, but I can't tell what it is. So when I was doing the video and trying to pause it just right, like there is not a single image that didn't look kind of fucked up, like through a video. So we all know what it was.
I don't know. The Benji kind of went south, or not? He didn't go south. I guess our whatever, you know, our live streaming situation went south. He don't come around no more because he's a crackhead.
Yeah, he's holding a meth pipe, and that's why it says on the thumbnail in the middle. And I should have made it brighter. I might just re-edit it. Is don't smoke meth, people. Don't smoke
Yeah,
them.
like that you should have put in like a bright yellow or something. They say, I don't you ever look up some shit that got to do with YouTube, motherfucker? They say
No.
black, red, and yellow are the three most colors that draw your eyes on a thumbnail.
Okay.
If you'll notice, you'll see a lot of bigger YouTubers when they have the wording, it's always got like black, yellow, and red underneath behind the lettering and shit, like watch this episode or something, and it's always black, yellow, red. They'll have behind the lettering because they say that it's an eyeball trigger, those three colors.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. No, he's on meth. He tried to lie and say some shit. Derek, you missed some shit recently
No,
on
it
this
all
one.
just started all weird. We were talking about it, and then because we seen him 3 weeks ago, or from that show, 3 weeks, month or something. He cut off his hair, everything was all good, and then we seen him like 3 weeks later, and I'm, hey, like, what's wrong with you and shit? You looking all fucking sunken in and funky. Comes to or it turns out that he was doing meth to lose weight.
So
And
I know, Justin, you could have said you would have called it before I showed you the video, but while you were talking to him during that live stream, I sent you the video.
yeah, but I asked him, but even before I even seen the video, I asked him what the hell was because I didn't see the video till after that episode.
No, but I sent it to you, so
Yeah.
I did, yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
after I called him out, then E Reptiles, welcome.
what's up, E Reptiles? Yeah,
He
no,
don't
fucking
like
that's
you. E Reptiles,
everyone
one of my
likes me.
peeps. He don't like you.
E Reptile's been on all of my live streams before the show.
No, he don't like you. He just comes here because I shared out the live stream.
All right, cool.
He's one of my
Appreciate
peeps. He's not your peeps. He's one of my peeps.
All right, well, Derek's my peep.
No, Derek's my peep. Yeah, not you.
But back to the subject, dude. That shit was crazy. Once like once again,
We don't even got to bring up that. Well, I guess Derek didn't know what was going on, but yeah, I just asked him what was going on, and then as I called him out on what was going on, he gave me about 6 different reasons why it was okay he was doing it. And if they start justifying why they're doing it, he's too far gone in my book.
So he wrote me a message. It's long gone, but it's he's gonna sue me. I
can't believe he didn't screenshot the message.
I should have, but
I have
anyway,
screenshots of every mess that little weirdo's ever sent me.
So he says he's gonna sue me, but I need him to know something. If you're suing me, you have to come to Nevada. Bring a lawyer because you're not a U.S. citizen. I don't think they're going to give you a lawyer. So you better have one.
Lakers, welcome.
The odds of all that happening, even once you take me to court with me having the video, is just being truthful with people.
And in Reptiles, I'm not sure. He's been having some like headache issues and stuff, and been dealing with a lot of shithead doctors and that kind of thing. So I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but I've seen him comment a few times around, the YouTube and stuff. So he's still breathing and shit. I ask him every now and then if he's kicking, and he tells me, yeah, It's like, you still alive, motherfucker? So that's like that whole phone shit. I talked to Iron Dog probably 1,000 times. I've never once talked to him on the phone. Never once.
Don't you have his never? You never called him?
Never once.
Even personal phone?
No, I don't call people, man. That's what I try to tell you.
But there was a time I called you and you answered the phone.
No, I know, because that was when I accidentally called you and you was at dinner. Remember? And
I can't remember.
And that was me calling you because you and your wife were at dinner, and I accidentally pressed the call you when I was messaging you, and then you answered, and then I said sorry and I hung up. But yeah, I don't call people, man. I don't. It's nothing personal against anyone. I don't sit there. I mean, if I'm not sitting there trying to get a piece of ass, which I don't need because I'm married, I have no need to be on the phone. When I was 16 or something, some chick called. Yeah, I was dumb. I sat on the phone for a while and talked to the girl like everybody else did. But other than that, I don't like the phone, man. I mean, well, he says I don't even message people. I do like to message people because, and that's what I do like about. Because anytime I do, you call somebody, like, oh, I'm busy, I'll call you right back. Well, what the fuck I waste my time calling you for? You can text message somebody and they can get back to you whenever the fuck they want to. So that to me is way easier than calling somebody and then they're all like, oh, I'm busy, I'll call you later. And then I never call back because it was like, fuck, I don't know when you are or when you aren't busy. So fuck you, I don't call. You know what I mean?
That's smart. That's smart.
Oh, motherfucker, what shit do I do that isn't smart? I tell you that. Shoot.
Drink Pepsi.
Ain't nothing wrong with a Pepsi. Soda. Look at Derek drink 12 sodas when he's at work. He loves soda.
Hey,
I bet he
soda's
don't even give a fuck what kind it is as long as he's drinking some soda.
soda's okay.
Cheers to anybody smoking.
Smoke crack.
To be honest,
Yeah.
that's like the whole Benji thing. I'd rather him be smoking actual crack than smoking
Then
meth.
be on. Yep. Honestly, yeah.
I know thousands of people that smoked coke back in the day, and they're perfectly fine. Not a lot of people I know that smoked the meth are perfectly fine anymore. It's like it
Nope.
just doesn't work that way. I don't know why, but maybe it's not like that in New Zealand. Like I tried to tell him, I says, hey, maybe in New Zealand it's not like that, but here in America, when people are telling you that kind of shit, it's too far gone sometimes. Or I won't say too far gone, but I'm saying you're deep. You know what I mean? If you're explaining 6 different ways of why you think it's okay for you to be doing it, you're too deep. You know what I mean?
Way too deep. And you can get it for cheap. And you're doing it to lose weight. And you're doing it for this chick that you. Yeah. Anyway,
And that
way
little
too
creepy
much.
buddy he had with him was kind of creepy looking too, little fucking golem looking bastard. It's like fucking. It's like quit bringing fucking dope to Benji, you little fucker, and get out of there. I don't know. Benji can do what he wants. I don't give 2 shits anymore. And that's the
He
thing. He
never
wants
liked.
me to.
He never
Yeah,
liked. He
yeah.
never liked you.
And that's what's funny, right? Even on that one message that he sends me, he's all like, "You need to call me. There's something I need to tell you. It's probably too late, but you need to hear anyway." And I'm like, "Well, if it's too late, what the fuck do I need to hear about it for? Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. If it's too late, so why then again? Even if I did want to call him, why would I? He says it's too late right in his message. Why say call and it's too late?" But call anyway in the same sentence. That's just stupid to me. It's like if it's too late, then I don't need to hear nothing about it. I
That's
really
like me.
don't.
That's like me calling you, and you pick up the phone, and you're like, I'm like, hey, about to call you, and you're like, and like, it's too late to buy the snake or whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Like,
you could
hey,
think of
hey,
any situation.
it's like,
Like,
should I have bought this snake, this and that? And it's like, well, no, you shouldn't have. Oh, I already bought it. It's like, well, then what'd you fucking call and ask me if you should buy it for? Shit like that. Next town over is overrun with crackheads. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, it's just well, that's the thing. Even like a true crackhead, if you're smoking coke or whatnot, I've seen a lot of people smoke coke and come out of it with not a big deal. But that meth just drags you in, man. It's just like for days. I call them crackheads too, by the way. They're all most of the time now. I just call them zombies. I don't know what drug they're doing, but they all just walk around looking like they're fucking talking to somebody in the sky and shit, flopping on the road, and who knows what they're doing anymore. It just fucking kills me, cracks me up. That's why I don't understand how those weird drugs are so popular. I don't know how somebody rolls by, see somebody flopping on the ground, so dirty, look like they ain't took a bath in a month. Motherfucker flopping around on the fucking ground, picking at the cracks in the ground. Who looks at that and goes, "Oh, I want to do that too. I want to do that too." Nobody does. That I know of. You know what I mean? It's like, "Oh yeah, I want to get that high." No, nobody wants to get that fucking high, especially not on the road. If I'm that high, I want to be by myself somewhere. I'm safe. You know what I mean?
the voice you did, dude, was epic.
I'm just saying, it just fucking kills me. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you can see people drinking and everybody's partying, everybody's having a good time, everybody's dancing. It looks like a good time. Yeah, I'm gonna have me a drink too. I see the appeal. You know what I mean? Even some
Yeah,
weed. It's like, oh, fuckers laughed for 6 hours and ate fucking 3 pizzas. I want to do that too. That's not so bad. But, when people are fucking dying in the fucking streets and with like fucking holes in their leg like this big because they picked it for a month, it's like, I don't see what's so appealing about that. It's like, I'm going to get me some of that. Hell yeah, I'm going to get me some fentanyl. And then
isn't
they
that
put
weird
horse
though?
tranquilizer in it. And it's like, fuck, it's bad enough. And then you're going to stick some horse tranquilizer in it. It's like, holy fuck.
Like,
Okay.
okay, so like, think about
There's
it,
no
right? So
common
like,
sense left in the world at all. None. No common
no,
sense.
like you said, people could see these people flailing, yelling at a light post, whatever it may be, and yet people are like, I want to do that.
Yeah, to me, it's like the common sense of it's like, yeah, that's probably not. I mean, I guess you don't start there. I mean, but even then, I mean, I smoke weed. I don't do any hard drugs or never have really. And I did some acid in high
Really?
school, that kind of thing. Well, no, I did some acid in high school when I was younger and that kind of shit.
Since
But I never did
I really
coke. I never did meth. I never did heroin. I never did any of those drugs before. But
acid, shrooms, weed,
I've never
drinking,
taken any of them and
smoking.
thought, oh, I want to take something different that does something worse to me. It's like that was never my desire. Weed, none of that. I drank. Nothing ever makes me ever want to like, oh, I need more of something else that these motherfuckers are dying from. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's too much common sense up in there. Just I don't think that way. It's just dumb. Like like I said, when I was a little kid, I seen some dude fucking get high one time, take one puff of some shit off a foil. It was coke, but on a foil. And then that motherfucker was digging in the garbage can for all the burnt up foils, trying to get one little hit. He took the whole garbage can. He dug in the garbage can right in front of people and walked off. I told myself then when I was a little kid, I will never do any substance that's gonna make me dig in the garbage can in front of people. And I've stayed pretty true to that 40 years later, So
Good, good. Fucking my favorite though, and I've said this last week, is acid, dude. That is the
I
most
used to love that
amazing.
shit. Well, yeah, because back in the day, you get a hit for $5. You were high for 8 fucking hours. It was the best. It was like really, even back in the day, it was $30 for a decent, eighth of green bud or something, So you'd have to try
You
to
know what?
scrape up $30. We could scrape up $15, and 3 people get some hits, or you get 3 for 10.
Like,
I used to
so
love
there's
that
people.
shit.
They tell you, an hour, leave it in your mouth, paper tab. I've seen people after an hour just take their shit out and throw it away. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I always ate mine. I was like, like after an
Oh
hour, dude,
yeah.
I'd chew that shit down and ate it, just so I get a little more effect if it happened. But like,
Oh yeah,
acid was
we'd all go to
acid was the
the
greatest.
grocery store and buy half gallon of fucking orange juice a piece because that was back in the day. Vitamin C was supposed to
Yeah,
intensify it, so we
yeah.
drink fucking orange juice like crazy. It's like we want more. That was a good time.
Yeah, man.
But if
I
we couldn't
last time
find acid, it wasn't like I was going to rob somebody and go get some. It was like
no, see, and that's the
if
difference,
we didn't
though.
have none, we didn't have none. It was no big deal.
Okay, so if you want to, and here's a good comparison, right? So like for me, and you and yourself, acid, right? But you got to think when you take acid, it's not a true daily drug. It's not. If you're gonna do acid one day, next day it's gonna double, and the next
Well,
day it's
yeah.
gonna double. I mean, with meth though, people are like, once they smoke it or whatever, like they just continually want more.
That's why I said it puts the lock on you like nothing else, man. It's crazy. Like I
Like for
said,
me,
I've seen cokeheads that don't Jones near as bad as a fucking meth head.
like I
It's
said, acid
crazy.
was the shit, man. But weed's my number one go. Drinking beer is my number two, and of course, I'm not going to count cigarettes, but technically, because you got to be 21 now, it's fucking retarded. Anyway, yeah, weed and beer, those are my
See,
two
that's the
main.
thing. When I was a kid, you could be 10 years old, walk right in the store and buy yourself a pack of cigarettes. They didn't give two shits back then.
You got a letter.
Even if they did ask you, it was like, yeah, in the letter thing. Even if they did that, they're like, these ain't for you, right? And it's like, oh no, they're from my older brother outside. Okay, and they just hand them to you. Or the letter thing. I remember when I was a little kid, you could bring a letter to the mini mart and
Yep,
mom would give me
I
the
used to.
money and
I
yeah.
I used to do that, and was like, yeah, no, just pick it up from my mom. My mom doesn't smoke cigarettes. Walk a
No,
block
it's
away, light went up.
yeah. We had one mini mart in town. It was funny. It's called Highs or whatever, but it was always fucking known for, you could walk in there at 5 years old and they'll say you pack cigarettes. They didn't give two shits. I come to be really good friends with the owner's son, though. We hung out for years. It was funny.
I don't know. The only other one I do want to try, and I don't know if it's really. I hear about it. And Joe Rogan took it.
The DMT or whatever.
Yeah, I do want to try that, dude. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
but Joe Rogan took the synthetic DMT. I think he didn't take the real stuff. It's supposed to be pretty close to the same, but they say the actual real stuff right out the toad is a little bit different. Because you used to be able to buy synthetic DMT right off the internet or some shit back in the day, but you can't now.
The way it changes, I don't know. People have said their lives have changed, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah, I've talked
after
about it
a good,
before. Yeah, it's like fucking they get high one time and they change their whole fucking life, and then they say they don't need to do it again. That's what's more appealing to me than anything. Just because
yeah.
they say nope, I did it once, I don't need to do it again. And it's like, what? It was that fucking badass, and you don't need to do it again. It's like, it's appealing when they say that shit.
So we're talking about like where shit you could buy at the store. So I have tried this back in the day. It's called salvia. You remember that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I never smoked any of that weird shit.
Dude, that
I think
shit fucking makes you trip balls like way worse than acid. Like no, like I'm not
no,
like
when they
acid
come
was
out with
great,
all
right?
that
It was
weird
perfect.
shit, it was like it was
That
crazy. It was like,
that shit was another level, dude. I was sitting in the chair. My first hit was actually right by the river. I was like, oh, this is nothing. I'll take one. I fucking took one. Dude's like, hold it in for at least 30 seconds. If you go longer, awesome. So I think I had like 48 seconds, some shit like that. Blew it out, dude. As soon as the smoke released, as soon as the smoke came out my mouth, I already start tripping bad, and I felt like the river, which was stupid at the thinking about it, the river was pulling me in, and I was screaming
was
and
pulling you
like
in. Yeah.
freaking. Dude, I freaked out. And then the second hit I took, I was sitting down in a chair at my friend's house, and it felt like I was hit by a samurai sword or something, like multiple times, and I was just like a leaning pile of meat ready to fall over because it felt like I was sliced. I was
We
like,
did
what
that
the
one time. I was with a buddy and he's like, I'm gonna go stop at the store and buy this fucking weird shit or whatever. I'm like, what? And he's, oh yeah, I fucking love this stuff. And I even had weed and all that. And he's like, no, we gotta get this stuff at the store. So fucking this motherfucker, they didn't have what he wanted or whatever it was. So he bought some of that weird shit. And then fucking next thing you know, he's over there, he takes one fucking hit and he was driving. And then he's all like, fuck, he's all, fuck, dude. And he pulls over and he's all freaking out. And he's all, dude, we're not going nowhere unless you drive. He's like, I can't drive anymore in this. So I was like, all right, fuck, I'll drive. So I get around the deal and fucking, it wasn't until like halfway through the fucking day that he finally was all like, man, I think I'm back to normal now. He was all like, fuck, dude, that shit fucked me up. And then he's smoking more. But yeah, it just cracked me up, man. That first one just fucked him right up. He pulled right over. He's like, I can't drive, man. I can't do it. It was all fucked up. It was just funny. I was like, are you serious? I think I even tried it. Shit didn't do nothing to me. I was like, I don't even know what you're doing. I'm smoke weed. It's like, I ain't buying no
it,
shit at the store. It's like,
so the salvia, dude, it was so where I bought it, there was like different potencies, and what we bought was like the 75 whatever and like whatever it was, and what the fuck. All right, and fucking. So I ended up buying. It looked black, dude, like pre-burnt weed. That's what it looked like pre-burnt weed. I was like,
yeah.
oh wow. So that shit, like I said, it only lasted honestly like maybe 15 to 30 minutes, but it was so intense that it made acid look like it was nothing. And dude, I love acid. I'd rather do acid than salvia because I don't know what's in the salvia. Because whatever that shit
Yeah.
is to make you trip that hard for the first like and only for 30 minutes, there's something weird that's in there.
Well, that's like that DMT, the natural shit. It come right from the toad, man. You smoke that shit. It's like, I mean, that's just like the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of animals that excrete a fucking, venom or a toxic, whatever you call it, to deter prey and shit. It's like, I wonder how many animals are getting smoked. You know what I mean? It's like, here, squeezing these fucking little lizards or something, squeezing their skin. I need to see what you do. It's like, have you ever, there's videos with the toads and a lady's got like a clamshell in her hand and she's just grabbing the gland on the toad and peeling it, because it squirts all the inside the clam. Hundreds of
Yeah.
toads just sitting there doing this number. She throws them, throws them. And it's like, fuck, that's got to be a lot of shit that's squirting out inside of there and all that crap. Then you got to dry it and
Fuck that.
smoke it. But it's so weird. It's just like fentanyl. If if you're getting it in an IV drug, it's a really good pain medicine, But if
But
you
if then you find out, but see, here's the difference with DMT. Do you ever hear about like someone picking up a piece of paper or money or something, and like you hear people just instantly fading, like fainting? Like, dude, that's not
no,
fucking
no.
cool, bro.
Well, no. But that's what I was saying. Like fentanyl, as far as like an IV drug, that's what it originated at, was an IV drug, and it's a really good pain medicine when you're in an emergency situation. But now that it's pill form, or whoever figured out how to do that, and then they smoke it, it's like it just kills me on. And what drives people to smoke so much weird shit. It's like bath salts, chewing on Tide Pods. I
So
mean,
what? Okay, bringing up the bath salts. What about the dude in Florida that was eating his fucking friend?
cold-blooded
What's
monsters,
up,
welcome,
cold blooded?
welcome.
What's up, cold blooded? But what about the dude that was in Florida and like he started eating the face of his friend that was they were both homeless and they were on that shit like the bath
Yeah,
salts?
the
Do that,
yeah, bath salts. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, none of that
dude.
just is. It just seems so weird to me. It's like, well, who even thought about it? It's fucking bath salts. Who thought, well, hey, let's smoke this?
Okay, so when I don't know if it was different from yeah, I'm just not to be disrespectful or anything, but your generation to mine, like when I was buying
Whoa, you
acid.
are being disrespectful, motherfucker. See what happens when you're disrespectful? The boot. He can even put himself back on the live, but he leaves himself in timeout because he knows he's in trouble.
Okay, so
See?
back to what I was saying.
All right. What?
When I was buying acid, I was always told this: if it has any kind of taste, beat the shit out of the guy that gave it to you because any actual acid truly has no taste. It's just a piece of paper that goes in your mouth, and you're just hoping that someone didn't rip you off. There was no
Well,
like,
yeah,
it's
but
not like
the piece of paper, like back in the day, it used to either have like a little tiny fucking pill looking thing inside the paper, or it's got a drop of something on the paper.
everything I
And
had was a drop.
yeah, the paper, it has nothing to do with it other than just a way to. Because like back when I was a kid, it was really popular because they put drops on sugar cubes, and you get like 1 drop cubes, 2 drop cubes, 3 drop cubes, and it was just an ice or a little sugar cube, and they just put like 1 or 2 drops, however many you wanted, on the little sugar cube, and you fucking eat it, and you'd be golden.
Acid's fun, bro. You made me want to like. I know I'm not going to, or should I? But made me want to try to find some hits of acid, dude.
Well, that's like, well, nowadays they call it clean acid or whatever. Like acid back in the day was made with like strychnine and shit, and that's what made you hallucinogenic and all this weird shit. And now it's supposed to be not. It's supposed to be different, a different makeup of the I guess the recipe of what
They
it used
keep
to be.
that's fucked up. Quit fucking with the recipe.
So I don't know if it's the same as it used to be or whatnot. I don't. Maybe it's better. I don't know. I haven't done any of that shit. Yeah, we've had there's bus drivers and shit that have quit their jobs and they're like, "Fuck you, we're not doing this anymore." I mean, because there's people smoking fentanyl on the buses. They're riding around town all day smoking fentanyl on the buses. It's just crazy. Right out of that, right when I got out of the hospital from the 3 surgeries, like 2 days later, they had to evacuate the whole floor because somebody was smoking fentanyl in their hospital room. It's like, really? It's like you're at the hospital most likely because you're fucking told them you're ODing or whatnot, because they'll go to the hospital, tell them, oh, I'm ODing this and that, or even if you're drunk or whatnot, you can show up there and they'll put them in a room for the night and give them food and shit, because you can't turn them down, so they'll just go to the hospital and say they're dying or whatnot, and then they'll get a room and food. But so then they're in the room and then smoking the fentanyl. It's like, it's fucking just insane. It's like,
See, I mean, not to sound fucked up, but this is how it is here. Like, if you go to the hospital and you're homeless, they send you to the homeless hospital. There is an actual hospital for you. They will feed you, they will bed you, they will do whatever. But
yeah.
at the actual 2 hospitals here where you have St. Mary's or Renown, no. If you no.
Yeah, see, it's insane. Even all the nurses, because like if you go to the ER, it take you 3 fucking hours to even get through there if you're not dying. I mean, if you got something wrong with you, they'll fucking, they get you back there pretty good, like me. But it's 2-3 hour wait, and all the nurses will tell you, if they say, if all those people downstairs, if all of them would just fucking, if they were here because they needed the ER, we'd have no problem at all. We wouldn't be overstaffed. We wouldn't be it wouldn't be so much of a delay. None of this shit. Because there's people with like a fucking hangnail going to the emergency room, or, I drank too much and going to the emergency room. It's like, no, there's medi centers all over town for that stupid shit. Go to those. Leave the actual ER doctors the fuck alone unless you're doing something, unless you actually got something wrong with you. But no, they all go to the ER because they think that's the best place,
That's probably one of them. I don't know, the worst places. You're better off going to urgent care than you are. I feel like, especially with like getting sick, catching something someone already has there, whatever.
Shit, and usually you go to them urgent cares, they don't give two shits. They'll give you whatever you want. They don't care. They're like like, it's funny because my father-in-law calls them the doc in the box.
Pretty much,
Kills
honestly.
Me. Yeah, because they pop up everywhere. It's just crazy. All of a sudden, there's medi centers all over the place. It's like, so you go to them places. Here, try this. They'll give you anything. They don't care.
You go to the ER and they start doing like shit on you, and you're like, not, and you're faking that shit. They're gonna find out. They're not done there.
No, even me, it's like that last time I was there and shit. As soon as they ran my blood level or whatever, because I went and seen the nurses, this and that, and they did a couple things, checked my blood and this and that, and then as soon as they got the report, they came and got me instantly. They were like, "You got to come this way." There's people who've been sitting there for hours before I even got there, and they fucking wheeled me right back because it was like, "Yeah, you're gonna die."
So when that happened, and I once again put liquid bandage on it, all this dumb shit. Eventually went to my sister's house, blah blah blah. Went to the emergency. We went to the emergency room, but we didn't go to a hospital. We went to a clinic. That's
a doc in a box.
So we went there, and I went from sitting down for 2 minutes to standing right back up, and I could see the frustration on some people that were there, but at the same time, that shit was gnarly. I wish I would have went live when we were fucking putting the glue in there.
Well, yeah. If somebody's got, I got a rash on bucking my foot, I'm not sure about or something, and then there's somebody actually got gushing blood coming out, they're probably, usually they'll tend to you first. It's when you're telling them bullshit is when they don't.
I better be dying
if I'm going to the charge me $1,400 fucking dollars.
Yep.
Shit, them 3 surgeries probably was like fucking, if it wasn't for insurance, it'd be fucking insane.
That's fuck. Yeah, dude. And that's another fuck thing. Like, real talk, right? So, like, how's the other countries have better health, care than we do? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, other countries, it's free.
There's not a lot of countries that, it's free because it's not worth the shit for the most part.
But you come here and
yeah.
Everything's just like,
you got to remember, everything's paid for differently. Like if you go to Canada, their healthcare is all paid for, but then they pay more in other bullshit somehow. It's like, regardless of if it's free or if they're paying for it or whatnot, somebody's paying for it. It's either they got a government program for it, the taxpayer, somebody's paying for it. So it all depends on how you want to go about it. Moon or Moon, welcome. But that's the whole thing, it's like the healthcare, it's all a scam. Doctors are so afraid of getting fucking sued all the fucking time. It's hard to even get good care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said it a lot easier than I did. I rambled on for 10 minutes. But fucking E just whipped it right out there in 2 sentences. That's the whole story.
What's up, Victory Lane?
Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Trying to find my lighter.
What's up, Papa? Come say hi to the peeps. Come on. Look at the peeps. Come on. Oh, no. You'll jump on my fucking lap when I don't want you to. You fucking tard. Go get your fucking elephant, motherfucker.
Man. Where's your bestie at, though? Send your bestie the link. I'm not talking about half foot either.
No, just nothing. It just said call me. Call me. No, I ain't calling you.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
You
Come
can't
on.
trust it. You can't trust a tweaker.
You can't. But what's he gonna do over the phone?
Who gives a fuck? What I don't give a fuck if he was a block away. I still ain't calling him.
You know, when I come up there to whoop that ass and pull, you're gonna have to answer your phone and let me know where you're at, right?
If you text me. That's how that works. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why he's all like, even just basic common sense. He already sent me a message, said he hated me, always hated me, never liked me anyway, and then he says call me. Well, what the fuck? I'm not about that kind of drama. I give two shits. You say you don't like me, you never like me. That's fine. Quit talking to me. I'm not trying not to block him because I feel like I'm 16 or something. I'm gonna block him. He's the bad guy. So it's like, but no, it's like.
See, I honestly think that.
And then the
like,
fucker deletes 5 or 6 messages every time he sends me one. There's always 5 or 6 deleted ones. It's like, what is all this about? You just can't word it right, or you fucking up, or what? It's like, it kills me.
He never liked you. You're an asshole. He told me to fuck off. He gives no shits. He don't have a fuck to
That's what he
give.
just said just the other day. He said, tell you to fuck off.
And
then he called me a cunt.
You're a cunt. But he tells me to fuck off. Is it because but it's funny, he didn't say anything the whole time until I posted that fucking thumbnail for next week's show. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out.
Is that what he's all riled up about?
He's all, I told people I did drugs.
Well, yeah, it's not about, like I said, it's not about doing drugs. There's
but that was okay. So we agree. We agreed.
We
agreed on it.
It does have something to do with drugs, but it has nothing to do with, I do drugs. We knew he did drugs. He fucking drank. He was on the methadone program because he's like the opiates and blah, blah, blah. Everybody knew all that shit. I don't give a fuck if he was doing coke. Even fucking heroin, because the fucking program he's in, that's the rehab for that shit anyway. And so, I mean, there's a lot of different things that you could be doing where it's, you could still halfway manage life. But when you're on meth and you're already justifying that it's cheap to get, and it's no, you could be the 1 out of a million, that it's not going to drag you down and all that shit, it's hard to believe. And then who am I talking to anyway? I can't talk to people that are high on meth. I just can't do it, because for one, it's like, do they even know what they're talking about? And it's like, so it's really hard to deal with any of that shit. I've been around it my whole life. It's just, if people are on it, just fucking annoy me like nothing else. Even like he says, I told people I was on drugs. If he'd have told me that he was doing meth and just tried to justify it the way he did way back in the day, he'd have never been on an Iron Animal show. Never once. If he'd have tried to justify to me in the beginning how him doing meth was okay and that kind of shit, maybe he never told me because he knew I was like this. I don't know. Maybe I said something before. But if he'd have said something back in the day, he would have never been on the show. I would have never talked to him ever, because you can't. I have family that are high on that shit and this and that. And, they always want to tell you that bigger and better story. This time's going to be that time. The one time I'm going to pay you back, or this and that, or I'll be back in 20 minutes with, this and no, it ain't happening. It just never does. It never works out. It's always bullshit, especially if they're still high. So it's like, and he's a call me. No, I don't want to hear it. He could be lying to me. I don't know what's going on. It's like, no, there's no purpose in it. It just seems dumb. And then the fact that he hated me and he never liked me anyway, why would I call you anyway? The fuck is the point of that? And if he always hated me, quit fucking texting me.
The point is, no.
You know what they say? If they hate you and they're watching everything you're doing, they're a fan.
Exactly. I agree. But the thing that you're not realizing is we're not calling him so he could say some random bullshit truth.
Microwave. That's no problem at all. Shoot.
But seriously, like the reason for you calling him is just to add more proof to anything, just in
No,
case he is here.
well, no, you want me to call him, so shut up. And Moon, I give you my microwave in a minute. But if you come back again and ask for another microwave, that's where I will tell you no, and we will have no more microwave talking.
Give me a snake.
Just like I told you. Well, yeah, but if you were all like, "Hey, I'll buy one of your snakes, but I'll pay you next month." If I sent it to you and then you didn't pay me, then you'd be a piece of shit in my book forever. If you called me again and said, "Hey, I'll pay for that old snake and I want a new snake," I'd tell you to fuck off and never come back. You know what I mean? Just like I told you about the weed back in the day. It's like people always want me, "Hey, can I front a bag? Can I front a bag?" Yeah, you can front one. And then they'll come back next week. It's like, "Can I front another one?" No, you can't. You already one behind. And then if they never come back again, that's a piece of shit out of your life for $25. You know what I mean? It's a fucking beautiful thing.
Man. I hope Justin found it.
What do you mean PMG? Send it what? About sending boxes. What am I missing? I have snakes. You want one? You gotta have some money though.
No, I think I honestly, dude, I'm horrible at responding to people. I honestly, I'll get back to you. I promise you, I will. I'll get back to you. I fucking with, yeah. No, it's been a fucking crazy fucking month.
Holes
Especially
or
with
no holes is the question. On IG. Did you message me on IG? What the fuck? No, don't say it's all good because I smoke a lot of pot. I forget. What was I supposed to do?
Call Benji. Just send him the fucking link. Tell him to be a fucking
I'm
man.
on IG. I'm on IG right now, and I don't know where you send me a message. Oh, is it in that place where you gotta okay them and stuff? Oh no, that's Facebook. That's Facebook. Whoop. Let me check the other one. Oh, he said no ball python love.
I'm sorry, I'm horrible.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you didn't message me, did you? But if you'd like to buy snakes,
No.
I got some beautiful clowns for sale. They're pretty too. Beautiful clowns. They got some male pastel clowns. Got some female super pastel clowns. Oh yeah. You want to see them? No, I can't. The dog's right there. No, the dog's right there. They're small. They're not that bad, man. The big snakes are hard with the dogs. You always go try to bite them.
I promise though, Victory Lane, I will get back to you, bro, and I will get you the weights, everything. I'll send you photos.
That's right. He's the one that was wanting to buy your snake.
He's not buying them. I'm giving him to him.
Yeah, because you got junk snakes anyway.
What?
Oh, did I say that out loud? Get back. Sit. Sit now. Sit. And you stay there. Do not move. See, look at that. See? Fancy dancy. Ooh-wee. Look at that little bitch. You know why he giving his away? Because he got funky snakes. You got nice snakes. You got to charge a little money for them. Get out of here. Sit. Sit.
That's not the reason you know that.
That's not the point, David. It's a good conversation.
You got funky snakes.
And I'm poking fun at you, so it's funny. Of course, everybody's got snakes except for you, because you got to get rid of them.
Hey, I'm keeping 5.
I don't know if I could just keep 5. It's like it's either all or none. But that's why I own my house. I don't have to worry about that bullshit.
Okay, well, I went for the car before I went for the house.
Sit. See, look at this pretty. Ooh-wee.
No, you ain't gotta pay shit. You ain't gotta pay shit. The only thing, like I said, you just
pay some shit for mine. Shoot.
What's up, Solo?
Solo butterfly, welcome.
Justin hates
welcome. What?
What?
You can pipe down, David. I'll smack you around for free. No, get out of here. There's no snakes. Nothing you can eat, motherfucker. That's a camera. He all trying to sniff everything. You're just
like, where to go?
hard. Get out of here. Go lay down. Disappeared. Look, poof. Gone. You know what they said about dogs that made me fucking, it was like, I don't know if it made me sad, but it got to me a little bit. It said something like, always remember to pay attention to your dog every day because it's only in your life for a little while, but you're in its life, its whole life. You know what I mean? Because you
No,
take it for
that's
granted.
true.
Because you
You
take
do.
it for granted, because it's like, it's only going to be in my life for a little bit, but I'm in his life, his whole life. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, it's crazy when you think about it like that. It's like, damn, I'm only going to know him for a few years. He's going to know me his whole fucking life. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Kind of got to
It
me when I
is.
thought about it. I was like, well, damn, I need to spend more time with the dog. Not that I spend time with him all the time anyway. I play ball with him every day. We all play. It's funny. But when you think about it that way, it's crazy. He's, oh shit, that is sad. It is kind of sad.
No,
It's
it
not
is.
sad, but it's like, I guess it's a more emotional than anything. If you have
Well,
dogs or animals,
it's
it's like,
well. Look at it's. I was gonna say it's any animal, not just a
it
dog,
is,
because
but
I
yeah, but
mean,
that snake, those fuckers could live 25 years. He's got 10, 12, 14 years max. He's a big dog, so maybe 12 years, you know. I'll have my frogs and snakes longer than him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just crazy but just to think about it, that they're only in your life a short time, but you're in theirs their whole life. It's like, damn. I don't know. I
well,
guess you
then
got a
again,
heart
but
that
then
shit
again,
fucks with you a little bit.
I you could say pretty much any animal, and here's
Well,
why.
yeah,
You're
yeah, but
because any animal is able to die
well, I mean,
even
that was the
random.
gist of the
No, and
of the comment
I
in
get-
general is just like, pay attention to your animals because of that. But some are
and
longer than others. Oh damn, I'm trying to have Bong here and I ain't even gotten it. Mr. J, welcome to the conversation.
you know
Welcome back.
what's even more sad? And like you're a father, I'm a father. So what's even just as sad is to see your children die before you.
That's worse than anything, I think. You know.
You should always outlive them, or not outlive them, but die before. You know what I'm saying? Before
Oh
you
yeah,
die.
yeah. Well, that's always your goal. You always want to live longer than your children. But then again, it's not sad because if you're in there, if you're with them their entire life, that's like, at least you were their true best friend the entire
What's up,
time.
Mr.
You
J?
know, at least,
Yeah.
I mean, especially him because we got him when he was a pup. So there was like, there's dogs that are, like we have a cat that I think got underneath the car or something. Because when Trish come home from shopping one day, the car was all whining, or the cat was whining, and then it was by the window, and then when it got scared, it run back underneath the car. So I think she was out shopping somewhere, and then the dog went in, or the cat went in the car, and then she drove here, and then the cat come out. But we put it in the garage because we weren't sure if we were going to keep it, make sure it didn't have fleas and shit. And then next thing you know, we kept that cat. That cat is the most grateful fucking animal I've ever known. It's the least trouble. It has no issues whatsoever. It's like it doesn't get in the way. I mean, because we got 4 cats, 3 dogs, all that bullshit. That cat is she just lays around and sleeps.
What's up,
She's
Car?
so grateful just to have, somewhere to live after being on the streets because I think she was like a stray. But yeah, I mean, you can just see it in the cat that it's so grateful that you gave it somewhere to live. You know what I mean? So that cat is like the coolest cat ever, you know. Yeah, I think that's why, because it lived on the streets for a little while, and then when it got a good home, it was like, fuck, I'm not taking this for granted. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna watch my P's and Q's and live the good life. And that cat is I guess the least maintenance cat out of all of them. I mean, it's just so funny. It just cracks me up. She don't cause no trouble, no nothing.
So like, yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure stories about a lot of animals that, like you said, it was stray. I mean,
No.
you could say something in the wild, and let's just say it's bobcats. I've heard make really good pets. Let's just say you walk up to it, the mother's dead, and
Well,
you take
no,
that
yeah,
thing home.
no, you can actually buy bobcats. Like you can't buy them here in Washington, but you can buy them over in Oregon, the next state over. They're
Yeah,
declawed, but you can buy bobcats and shit and all that crap. But I guess they say, like a fox in the wild, if you like help a fox in the wild and it knows you helped it, it'll be grateful to you forever. It'll like try to hang around you. It'll try to be your friend and shit. They say if you truly help a fox or something like that, they'll be dedicated to you for like. There's something with it, that they'll be, they'll be cool with you, I guess, after that or something. It's really weird.
Animals are, dude, they're smarter than a lot of people give them. I mean, just because we're like top of the food chain, if you want
There,
to be
Shay,
honest.
welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, this is late for her to be here.
Got 9 in the house, man, rolling.
Cheers if you're smoking. It's real talking bong hits, but I think I'm the only one that ever has bong hits.
I don't have a bong yet, bro. The one I have sucks. I'm not wasting my weed.
We're like 6 or 8 shows in, and you're still bitching about not having a bong. It's fucking real talk and bong hits. You need to change the fucking title to Real Talk and Justin Takes Bong Hits, and then we'll be okay.
Okay. Because honestly, dude, I've worked the last like 22 days, 23, 24, 25 days. And I'm working this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I haven't had a day off in a minute.
Yeah, her and the hubby went to the casino. I hate the casino.
It's late for me.
I like some shit at the casino, but
casinos suck, man. The house always wins.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole point in them. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this: would you rather go gamble your money and lose it, or would you rather go to like somewhere you play actually like old school video games?
Well, of course, I'd rather go play video games.
Well, then why would? That's what I'm saying. So why not?
I don't go to. I don't. Yeah, but I don't go to the casinos to spend money. I like if Trish wanted to go to the casino or something when her friends are here, and I've done it before. I just go with them. That's it.
I'm cool with the casinos, man. The house always wins. I mean, once in a while you can walk out a winner. I'm not saying but like for the majority of it, house wins, man.
Yeah.
They just take the money.
Especially if you play too much.
Your best bet, especially in Nevada. I don't know how it is where you live, but your best bet to win money is at tables. Like if you're gonna gamble, it's tables.
The old Dana White said it the best. He's all like, when you're in a fucking casino and you win. He said big numbers because he's a big spender, but he's like, if you walk in there with like $100 and let's say, half an hour later you fucking hit something and you're up to $500, he says leave. That's all you got to do is leave. You can't, nobody's going to fucking sit there and make $1 million. He said there's like a handful of people that ever walked into a casino and come out with $1 million. It's very rare that it ever happens. He said, so it doesn't matter what you're playing with. If you're playing it, he said, if he walks into a casino or something, he plays his first hand. If he fucking quadruples his fucking money on the first hand, he'll get up and leave. He says, the longer you play, the worse it is. You're not going to walk out of there a millionaire. They're based on, making money. So and that's the way Hampay does it. Hampay Jackpots used to come into the channel. He's the same way. If you watch his videos, he'll play. And as soon as he gets a jackpot and he collects it, he's out. He leaves. He'll leave that game instantly. It's like hit and move, hit and move, hit and move. Because it's like you're going to lose. It's like you're meant to lose.
True. It is true. Yeah. So if you hit the bonus, right, and you win whatever. Some games, though, it depends on the game I'm playing.
No, it works just like a lottery ticket.
There are some games that that have happened with me more than like a dozen times that where you hit the bonus and it's shitty or good, and then you hit the bonus like right away after the next after your free spins are up.
That does happen. It does happen, but a lot of the times it's But when you're playing, it's just like a scratch ticket. There's people that think, because on the back of the ticket it says 1 out of 3 tickets wins, so they'll buy 3 tickets and they say no matter what, there has to be a winner, and it's like no, the odds are 1 in 3. You could go 15 tickets without hitting a winner, but you could get 2 in a row. It equals out throughout the whole thing. 1 out of 3. So people assume if they buy 3 that they're going to get a winner, and that's not true. It's just the percentage wise, and it's the same thing with the casino. Same thing with the casino.
If you're going to play at a machine and you hit the bonus or you hit a jackpot or you hit something and it's big, you're better off because of Reno, Nevada. We gamble. Cash out, try another machine if you want it. Exactly. If you have the itch to continue to go.
I mean, if you got a favorite game or something and it's always good to you, play that motherfucker. But for the most part, like I said, and I don't gamble a lot. Like Texas Hold'em or something, I play No Limit, all that kind. I play that shit. But these little wiener games where you do the thing and the little thing wheels, and I can't do it. Well, it's all electronic now, I guess. But fuck
Well,
all
no,
that.
because there's some like not like so there's a fishing one that I like, and like you got to reel it just right, but it's a fake rod. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't know, that one's fun. Like fuck gambling, man. That shit sucks. It's
Yeah,
lost
no.
losing money.
Well, see, that's why I like to play, like, when I'm playing pool or bowling or darts or
It's
any
on
kind
you.
of a physical sport. Yeah, like me and my buddy are on the motorcycles. I bet you $100 I get to this spot first or something. It's like, yeah, it's all on me. It's my skills that win or lose. It's not a computer, or whatnot. So that's why I said I'd rather pay $100 on a game of fucking one game of pool than go to a casino and try to fucking win big there. You know what I mean? It's like I can't do it.
I would say the only thing I would do at the casino, honestly, it, bet on sports. I have a better chance of hitting
Well,
that than I do.
like if we go to the casino, I'm just gonna go to the big old buffet or some shit and get some good food. They always got good food at them casinos. Shit. I'm gonna go get me some food. Now,
Yeah,
because I've
no,
done that
I
for way
love.
back in the day, I went to casino a couple times. It's like, whew, there goes the light bill. It's like, shit, man. It'd take you like 3 months to fucking recover from a day at the casino. It was like, fuck, back in the day, it was like, no, I'm good, man. I never want to do that again. I'm fine. No more gambling.
No, but Atlantis Casino here, dude. Their buffet is amazing.
I
That
had a
shit
I had a
is.
problem with pull tab tickets for a long time because I worked at the bowling alley for years, and I sold pull tabs for years. So if I had a game that somebody like put $500 in and didn't hit no winner after work, boy, that's the game I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put 20 in that motherfucker before I go home. So yeah, I had a problem with the pull tabs for a little while, so I had to quit that with the pull tabs and then. But pull tabs, there's a little more strategy to it, just because the fact is you know exactly how many tickets are there. If you can watch the game close enough, you can't predict when it's going to win, but you can get close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'd watch them all day. Some motherfucker play this whole row or some shit, and then he'd leave. It's like, well, give it a couple more dollars in that row, see what happens. He was right, but he should have just played $7 more. But yeah, I love that shit. And then a couple times, I'd be joking around and shit, bowling and shit. It's like all it takes is a quarter because I'd be laughing at somebody because they'd be in there fucking, a couple $100 into a game or something. I'm like, it only takes one ticket. I put a quarter, 50 cents, whatever it is. Hit the little tail, have the ticket come out and win like $100 or something, $75. And they're like, you motherfucker. And it's like, I told you, it only takes one.
Yeah.
Shit, I fucking working at the bowling alley. I've cleaned up the table before, and there's been like $100 winners. It's like, why do you play pull tabs if you don't pay attention to what you're doing? If you just spent $200 and you have a couple winners lying around here in this pile of open tickets, and you didn't cash them in, what are you here for? It's like, did you not know what you were doing? Did you think it was gonna like shoot out sparks and fucking little confetti out the ticket when you win? No, motherfucker, you gotta go cash it in. You know what I mean?
What
Craziness.
was the most you won?
On what?
Anything.
What do you mean anything?
Anything gambling wise, like
Oh, I don't know. Probably 400 or 500 bucks. No, probably more than that. 6, 7. Well, no, I mean like in bowling tournaments and shit. I've won like they have like jackpots where you buy tickets and shit, and if you throw the ball, you win like $1,500 or something. I've done that kind of shit, but I don't. Pull tabs and shit. It's always like 400 or 500 bucks. I never played any that you could win that much more than that in any one machine. So. But other than that, pool, I've won hundreds and hundreds of dollars playing pool.
okay.
People get mad when you're like 14-year old, and you're at the fucking whipping up all the grown ups and shit. It's like, man, I'll give you a chance to get your money back one more time. I remember one time because where my work is, I play pool, and then they're like 2 blocks away. There's this place called the Mean Machine, and they had like 20 tables in there. And usually I could catch somebody that didn't know who I was, so I could make up money. But I've played some folks in that place and shit, take their money. It's like, you little bastard and shit. And then I have to grab my stick and run for like 2 blocks to the other place where I normally play pool, where all my friends were. And then they'd stop chasing me because they knew I was at, they was gonna get their ass whooped if they went into my place. But yeah. I am very good with sticks and balls. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And what's wrong with being good with sticks and balls? Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not gonna say.
Hey, especially if you're good with your own.
Shut the fuck up.
If you can't be good with your own, how are you supposed to get any good from anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with pulling on it. Everybody healthy should.
See this little fly, dude. I want to.
Well, maybe if you clean up that place, you wouldn't have so much bullshit flying around you. What, you got a fucking doo-doo pile sitting next to you and shit? You got critters everywhere?
Everywhere. Damn, dude, I need a fucking haircut.
I thought your wife was trying to grow back her handle.
No.
So she could give it to you man style.
You're funny.
BPL's a lady boy.
You're a lady boy.
That's funny. I'm not the one that had the ponytail. Oh yeah, let me put it on the single screen. It's way better now. I told him it wasn't bad. It looks exactly like it's supposed to. You thought it was gonna be all funky and everything. Lucky healed up good, motherfucker. Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Nah. You take me off solo.
No, Makes you feel like you're here by yourself, huh?
Oh shit, I actually removed you.
What the fuck?
And see? Let me have control of the panel. See what happens? Get kicked. Dude, that little fucker.
CSL. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are you talking about doing? Are you going to give that guy your snakes or not? He's been in this live stream listening to you for weeks now, and you talk shit, and then you didn't give him nothing.
I'm not talking shit about him, though.
Apparently, not talking shit about him. I said you were talking shit in general about giving him away, and then you didn't.
No one else is.
Don't worry, Victor. I'm calling him out for you right now. Why are you being a bitch about it? You tell somebody you want to give them something, they're all excited. They want some new snakes, and then you didn't answer back, and you're being an asshole. So then the next thing you know, now he thinks you're just a shit-talking motherfucker.
I will get it done by Saturday or Sunday. One of the 2 days that I have, if I get a day off, and if not one of those 2 days, if not most likely Sunday, I will, when I get home, I will get you all the weights, lengths, whatever you need. And I will have.
Oh, he wants to know how big the snakes are and stuff?
Well, for boxes, yeah.
Oh. Even if it's an adult, fuck, you're gonna have to get a big box and try to ship them multiple snakes together.
Yep.
Because shipping sucks. I mean, it's like fucking, and then depending on how close you are, because it says when you put in like the pounds and shit. So I don't know. If it says 4.3 pounds, I put 4 pounds. I figure if it reaches 5 pounds, then I'll put 5 pounds. And I haven't had nothing sent back yet, so it's kind of fucked up. So but it's weird when you're like now Morbid, like the other when I first said something about the snake I'm gonna send him or something, it was like I think it was $80 some. And then the last time I checked, it was $94. And she's eaten 3 or 4 times, and she's like this close to being for the package to be 5 pounds. And then which I'm sure she's there now. And then the shipping would be $111. It's like, motherfucker. It's like, so multiple of one boxes might be better than single boxes for all of them. Because you can get those big ass shipping boxes. The only bad thing is that shit's expensive. People don't realize it. If they're charging you so much for a snake, and even if you're paying for the shipping, there's still $30 in it with the box. because
Yep.
I bought 2 boxes to ship the bigger snake because the one that I was going to send morbid when we first talked about it, it was little, and then I knew I was going to feed it to him, so then I made sure it ate every week, and it was a garbage can. It would eat anything, you know what I mean? If I was doing feeding and there was an extra rodent, she eat it every time, you know what I mean? She was just one of those snakes, and now she's like 1,700-1,800 grams. She's an adult. She's already big, and so I had to order new boxes, and I'm giving the snake away. So then I had to order new boxes, and then it's like $25 per box and all this shit. And it's like, and you can't buy just the boxes without buying them in bulk. So then I have to buy like 10 boxes at a time. You can't just order 2 boxes without buying the kit, unless you can somewhere else. I don't know. But so it's a pain in the
Jesus.
ass. So if you buy 2 kits, it's $25 a piece for the 9x12x6 box.
Jesus. All I hear is crying.
It's all crazy though. People don't put that shit in there.
If you're gonna, let me ask you this. So if you know that you're gonna buy like 7 snakes off a dude, and you buy all 7, you're gonna tell me that he's gonna not include shipping?
Well, that's the whole thing. Even if you're giving away a snake, they should pay the shipping.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I thought you were saying like they shouldn't pay the shipping. I'm like, no, that's part of
No, well,
buying
I
a
didn't say
snake.
no, but no, yeah, people should pay the shit. That's why I've always even told anybody, even if you're giving away a snake, the person should pay shipping, and it's not in a negative way whatsoever, because either way, if you're getting the animal for free, that's badass enough. And if it costs $75 to ship it to you or $80 to ship it to you, that's not free. That's fucking $80 out of their pocket. So if you win a free snake, if you pay the shipping, and that at least proves of the fact that you want the snake, because some people just think, oh, it's free, I'll take it. It's like, so it's better off that they at least have to pay the shipping, so they want the snake.
Mm.
I don't mind shipping at all if you do it correctly, and that's the whole thing. But that's the thing, and even then, like, I always try to, like, even with the snakes I have now, like on Morph Market, the one snakes are supposed to be like, they average like 550. Fuck, I'll take like 400 plus shipping. It's like, I'll make it cheap enough to where even with shipping, it's still a better deal. You know what I mean? It's like, so shipping's kind of part of the deal. And I don't mind shit. It's nerve wracking to ship the snakes, but I'm
Because you
always
never
worried
know what
about,
could happen.
yeah. But when I shipped out my snakes, all I know is every time I got a snake and I seen something I didn't like about it in the box or whatnot, when I shipped my snakes, I made sure none of those mistakes were in there. I made sure everything was all good, under, over, side by side, everything. I've seen people
And
unpack boxes where it's like, the snakes are at the bottom of the box on the styrofoam, and there's a bunch of foam on top of them. And it's like, what
so
good is that? If it gets dropped this way, it's good. But if it gets dropped this way, they're still on, they're on the hard foam. They're going to get blasted first. Put some foam down first, then the snake. Put some foam around it. Put some foam on top, and then close your box. To where then it's like, no matter what side it gets dropped on, there's some cushion. You know what I mean?
yep, I agree. I
You
sent
know what I
out
mean? It's crazy.
everything else was local, but
I,
there's 2 I did ship
the
out.
snakes that I've gotten are always pretty good, but I've seen some unboxings that are just fucking ridiculous. It's like, well, why would you put a fucking this thick of padding on top of everything that's on the bottom of the box? You know what I mean? It's like, then you're just keeping it from shaking back and forth, I guess, but you're still not, securing it if it gets, dropped. It's like, like me, when I had mine, I made sure that motherfucker was packed in the center of the box. Like, you could poke in 2 inches on either direction and you still wouldn't touch the snake. It's like if it got dropped or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but there's some places, there's some that are, like we've had like Christmas, we gave away shit on Christmas or new, party days or something. There's people in the chat that's actually like volunteered to pay the shipping for that snake, to give it away to somebody. And it's like, well, shit, if that happens, it's like, hell yeah.
That Christmas special was epic though. You guys had like 80 plus,
Yeah, we had like
90.
90, 100 people and shit. It was a good night. There's people. Well, fuck, we had 80 things by the end of the night given away because it was like the more shit we gave away, the more people came in. It was like, oh, I'll do stickers and a t-shirt and this. So it's like, oh
So,
fuck, and it's like
so
it went on forever, it was crazy. It was fun.
I won one that night and I still never received it.
What did you win?
I won a sticker pack.
Yeah, but hold on. This is, you just admitted it earlier in the show, and you proved it that you suck. How many bugs do you have flying around you, boy? Clean your house.
Motherfucker, it was one. And it's still the
You've
one.
been swatting at that motherfucker all night. You can't tell me it's one bug messing with you. Clean your fucking house, you dirty boy. Dirty boy.
Motherfucker.
Now, see, your new nickname is Dirty David. Dirty David. But the bad thing with you, David, is because, like you said, what I was trying to say earlier is that they probably told you had to reach out to them, and you never did.
No, I did.
Sure.
I even had him as a guest, and I told him about it, and he still hasn't sent it. Might fuck this up, but DMZ, or DMJ.
Oh, there. I think there was a DMJ.
Never got it.
Well, but there's been people that have fallen out of the community for different reasons too. Maybe it was one of those deals.
Humbug.
Well, that's what it's funny. He's talking about the stuff, and that's what Moon was joking about earlier. I don't know if anybody was in here when Moon said that, or if they even knew what was going on. But that's why he said holes or no holes, because it's funny because there's two basic. Well, there's 3 or 4 now, but back in the day, there's like 2 shipping places: Ship Your Reptiles and Reptile Express or whatever. If you go to one's website on how to pack a box, the guy tells you, to poke the holes in it, for airflow or whatever. And then you go to the other guy's website, the other shipping place, and they say you're buying a foam insulated box to control temperature. Why in the fuck would you put a hole in it? And to me, that kicked in as far as like common sense. Like, yeah, that's like buying an ice chest and putting a hole in it and then putting your beer in it and stuff with the ice. It's like, what'd you put a hole in it for? You know what I mean? I mean, if you tape up the box completely, like every little corner, every little seal is taped up like a fucking solid ball, yeah, it may suffocate. But if you have the corner of the boxes open and shit, they say that's plenty of air in your box. You're really not, even with a pencil hole, you're not really getting airflow through there. So, I mean, it seems ridiculous to me now and I do put holes in because a lot of people, they think if you don't put the holes in, the snakes are going to die. So I just do what people want when I send out a snake. But it doesn't make no sense to me to buy a box that's insulated for temperature control and safety and then poke a fucking hole in it. I don't know. Am I wrong? There's 7 people in here. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Holes or no holes? David must be getting in trouble. But when I ship my snakes, and if anybody else, I don't know, maybe a little tip, but I use that polyfilm or polyfoam or something. You buy it at the craft stores. It's the shit they cram in the pillows. It's that like plastic looking foamy shit or whatever. It's fucking cheap. You can get a huge ass bag of it for like $5, and it's perfect for the snakes. Holes don't make sense. Exactly, right? And everybody puts holes in. Like I say, if you go to the one company, it says to put holes in. And if you go to the other company, it tells. Now there's like 3 or 4 companies that ship, that you can go through to ship your reptiles. But the 2 basic big ones back in the day, see, it depends on the type of the year. I would be more, yeah, I'd be more worried about like if I was, because them heat packs are fucking horrible. I hate I'd rather have a snake show up fucking cold than put in a heat pack for the most part, unless it's really fucking cold. Because ball pythons will take pretty good weather as long as you warm them up and acclimate them properly. It doesn't hurt them. But now I'd almost, for the holes, if I was going to use a heat pack, that's when I would want to put a hole just where it would hopefully release some of the heat. Where, because I've known it happened to KY, I think it was. He was shipping a snake and the heat pack went up to like 180 degrees. They're supposed to stop at a certain degree, and his went up to like fucking, they were like burning themselves or whatever, and he cooked the snakes, they died. Yeah, if too hot, put holes. Yeah.
Same with TNT, I think.
The hot and the TNT too. Yeah, I hate the heat pack thing. Like I say, I'd rather have the
And I
motherfucker
was not in
cold.
trouble.
You weren't in trouble? Oh. But
I
yeah,
was going,
so the whole thing is kind of weird, it's like, but even then, the little holes, they I don't think they really make that much of a difference. But yeah, it's kind of weird. The one company's like, why would you do that if it's insulated? You're trying to control the temperature on the inside. Because that's the thing.
well,
If you
yeah.
put too big a hole and you have a heat pack in there, it may not do any good. So then,
Yep.
you still got to worry about two sides of everything. So it's like it's that's why you just try to ship at a good time of the year is the basic deal. That's the lesson to be learned here, kids.
Well, remember
Yeah,
Billy.
snakes in better weather. Yeah, but his fuck up was, even though the FedEx fucked up and they had the snakes up there. When he got the snakes, that's and I don't mind Billy. I think he's a good guy and all that. He seems to be halfway decent. But when he got those snakes, he fucking lost his mind. He was putting a couple in the incubator. He was putting them under his shirt. You can't do that shit. If you warm up them snakes too fast, you're gonna fucking kill them. He should have just left them in the boxes. He should have just left them in the boxes in a controlled temperature room that was like 80 degrees and let them come up slowly, 2, 3, 4 hours, and let them come up to temperature slowly. Because if not, they're going to die. You can't just fucking bring them from freezing to death to fucking instantly warm, and too hot. It's going to fuck them up even worse. That's why I said I'd rather have a snake fucking show up cold and heat it up properly, acclimate it back to the right temperature properly sometimes than trusting those heat pads. Because like if you have an older heat pad, don't use it. It's like fuck, And that's another thing. I think it was KY figured it out. Like if you have a heat pad and it's stiff, like it seems hard, don't use it. If it's flexible and everything seems malleable inside the pack, then they're okay. But if it starts to harden up inside the package, that's when they go wacky. And they'll just keep heating up and it just fucks up everything. But the whole thing did kind of fuck with me because you got two top companies that are telling you, one says put holes in it. And I thought, well, yeah, that makes sense. And then when I watched the other video and it says don't put the holes in it, it's an insulated fucking temperature controlled box. You're trying to control the environment. And I was like, well, damn, that makes a fucking ton of sense. It's like, well, fuck. And then, of course, we've talked about it 100 times on the Iron Animal Show because it's funny and it's a good subject to talk about and everybody's got a different opinion about it, but because there's people that have put holes in the boxes no matter what time of year. They don't give two shits. They think it's for the circulation of air. And it's like, well, I don't think it really does that good. I mean, it's a ball python in a box. It's like I said, unless you have every corner taped up to where it's fucking the whole thing is sealed completely, they're not going to die, Leave the outer corners of your box open. That's plenty of airflow. That's, if you're worried about that kind of thing. Man. Heat packs are murder. And even then, if you got a heat pack, make sure there's enough fucking material in between the snake and the heat pack. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you should always acclimate the fish. I even acclimate the fish to the water. A lot of people don't. They'll just acclimate the temperature. But I usually acclimate the water as well. Like when I get a brand new fish, I'll I open up the bag and I'll just take like, it depends on how big the container of water that the fish is in, but I'll take like a cup of water or whatever of the fish tank water and put it in there and wait like 10 minutes, take another cup, wait like 10 minutes, put another cup, wait like 10 minutes, because it helps the water acclimate to temperature faster and it helps acclimate chemical wise in your tank if there's a weird imbalance that'll fuck with them. Why are we getting into fish? Jesus fucking Christ. Here we go. Crazy ass bullshit.
I was gonna say, like, with you talking about fish, we dropped 2. Man,
That has nothing to do with what we dropped, motherfucker. I talk about no damn fish. I'm just answering a goddamn question. See, right here, question. See? You was talking about shit, and then I talked about some shit, so you just let it go. You hear me? Well, if I'm scared away the people, I'll just
what the fuck, motherfucker? Jesus shit. I know you're still backstage. I ain't stupid. I can hit guess. Oh shit. Can I hit guess?
Hey, what are you doing?
Bam.
Yeah, it was with Billy. Yeah, he warmed him up. Or he was trying to. He should have just. And it's not bad. He just for freaking out. You think a guy with that many snakes, he'd have dealt with that before. You know, the temperature thing. If they're too cold, just let them acclimate slowly back. I even know somebody that thought their snake was frozen, and when it warmed up, it was alive. And they threw
The
away a couple
sunset.
and they threw away a couple of the other snakes too, thinking they were dead, and they could have been alive when they warmed up. So even if you do have a cold frozen snake, don't get rid of it. Or if it's frozen, of course. But if it's really cold and it's not moving and shit like that, always keep it anyway. Keep it anyway.
The
Just in
sunset
case.
inside.
Warm it back up slow.
Yeah, for him to throw the sunset right into the incubator, I was like, wow.
That's like fucking 90 degrees, you know, or 88, whatever he runs at 89 probably. But it's like fucking, that's way too hot from being frozen to inside an incubator. That's way too drastic of a fucking, you know, temperature change. That'll fuck you up more than anything, you know.
Yep.
But I'm not going to talk anymore because apparently everybody left when I was talking because that's what David says. So I'm out. I'm just going to sit here and have bong hits.
Shit.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Good luck. We're together. Well, you can't be muting yourself. No, you can't be turning the camera off either. See, that you gotta put it on, man. Your bestie's watching right now, and I'm not talking about half foot over here.
And my bestie's not watching because if he wanted to talk to me, he just messaged me again.
I'm surprised he won't join. Honestly, he should join. You send him the link anyway, regardless if he likes it or not.
I didn't send him the link because he didn't ask for it. But I told him if he wanted to talk to come on here because now, and if you are listening, you weirdo, this is my train of thought about it. It's like, even if he does want to talk about it at this point, because I'm sure he's talked his trash to whoever the fuck he talks to. And we've said shit on the show and this and that. So now it's all about a he said, she said bullshit, if I could quote that song. But anyway, so now it's all bullshit. So if he does want to talk about it, he can come on here in front of all these people that can watch the stream whenever they want later on or whatnot. Or if there's some bullshit said, like he said this and they said that, no, it's all right here on the live stream. Anybody can watch it and they can make their own decision.
Send him the link.
So if he wants to talk, he'll say, send me the link, and then I'll send him the link, and that'll be
Send it to him.
Nope.
We just went up and people watching because we're telling you to.
No, I'm gonna quit talking now because you said me talking is the reason why people left. And,
I was just
so now I'm not talking anymore. Shut up.
Motherfucker. You are. I see. We could all imagine right now. Justin's over there taking a bong hit, flipping me off, whatever it may be. This show is epic. Yeah. See. But see, he'll come back. Don't worry, he'll come back. It will be soon. It better be fucking soon because we all know he does a lot more talking, which is a good thing than me. Normally I'd be the talker, so it's kind of nice to have the opposite end. Works great. Come on, Benji. Yeah, see, Benji, just shut the fuck up. Grow fucking set. We all know you're on meth. You're on my thumbnail. We showed the video last week, a clip of, not a clip, I'd say a picture of it. Um, come up here. Say something. Don't be blowing your smoke this way. Sharon's Karen, motherfucker. Sharon is Karen. Where's mine? Mine's right here. So the whole Benji thing. He never liked Justin. He thought Justin was. He still thinks Justin's a cunt. I can fuck off. He doesn't give two shits. Um, he's on meth. He's making a excuse for multiple reasons why it's okay for him to be on it, but not anyone else. He's the one in a million that could stop at any time. He's sucking dick, trying to make a porn with some gay dude buying his meth. He um, gave up on being this metal guy, as we all know, but now he's just this country guy that likes to take two sticks in his ass at the same time.
You got a little
And
out of control there, didn't you?
did I?
Maybe.
Well, anyway, so he likes two sticks in his ass at the same time. He will take it in the ass from any dude as long as he's with the chick he apparently loves in Seattle or what some dumb shit. Um, he can lie about anything he wants at the end of the day.
That's
I
funny,
don't
Solo.
trust
I
him.
remember something about that back in the day, the teenage days, or something about the smoking and blowing and all that bullshit. I don't know if it was ever written in stone, but do kids still do that stuff?
But if Benji has a
Well,
set,
apparently grown-ups do, because you just said it.
but if
I'm not
Benji
talking to you,
has,
David. You shut your mouth. You said I was the bad part of this show. Fuck up.
you're the great part of the show. But anyway, if Benji has something to say, and Benji has something on me, or he has something on Justin, the link is always available because you can join, and I will shut up. I will have Justin mute me where I can't unmute me. I will shut the fuck up and let you say your piece. But at the end of the fucking day, you are the lowest piece of shit because you're on meth.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
I'm telling you right now, Benji, you could suck two dicks. I give two fucks because you're a tweaker.
If you get to a certain level of tweaking, I think sucking dick is part of the deal. What up? That's Pup Up's toy.
Elephant?
Squeaker. Yeah, it's an elephant, motherfucker. It's hard to get him new toys because he don't chew them up. He's had this for months. Every dog I've ever known chews them up.
So
They get the squeakies out of them and shit. This dog literally has every stuffed animal he's ever had.
what about the ones? Okay, so what about this though? Have you? I know this that Petco and PetSmart sell like this, like I don't know what's made out of, maybe silicone or something where dogs can chew on it though. It's like thick rubber, and
Oh
you
yeah,
put
no, those
peanut
are
butter shit
Kongs
in the
and
middle.
stuff. Yeah, Kongs they're called. But that's the thing. I don't have to do all that shit. That's what most people do because their dogs chew up the toys. He don't. You watch. You ask me in 6 months from now, he'll still have this. He doesn't chew them up. He just plays with them. It's funny. He'll chew on it and stuff, but he doesn't rip it up. He'll make it squeak and shit. We even have to wash them because it gets them all grody from playing with them all the time. And 99% of dogs will just chew the shit out of them.
So
And to name one, just because she's here, is Mickey. Mickey would probably fuck that he'd probably fuck that elephant and then chew out the squeaky and beat him up all at the same time. See, right here. Yep, she even said it. And one of her wieners is what I was talking about. Yeah, it's so funny. People say all the time, like Trish will post pictures on her lab page or something with the dog and a toy. People all the time, first thing they say is, "Oh, is that going to last 5 minutes?" Nope, it'll last 5 years probably. And knowing this motherfucker, he's got a whole pile of toys behind the door. They're huge. None of the other dogs have toys. They have frisbees and balls and shit. This motherfucker has a whole bouquet of fucking goddamn fucking stuffed animals. It just cracks me up. You still got them flies running around over there on you?
No, honestly, I think
No,
I
I
got
know.
it.
I know why now that you got all them flies on you. Benji told me
Why?
because you smell like a whole bouquet of buttholes.
You smell like butthole.
Even if I smell like one butthole, that's okay because I got one. But you smell like a whole bouquet of buttholes.
No. You and Bitchy's best friends. We all know it.
No, he don't
You,
like me. I
you,
sent you the
you
message.
two have. You two, no, you two have done a show longer than me. He was on the Iron Animal show. He was the third host in a way, but never
No,
hosted because
he never liked me though. But he fucking every fucking night. It's like, where's the link? 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 Motherfucker, make up your mind.
man,
He's still online. He's just waiting for that call. Should
be
I
like,
call? Should I call and hang up?
I dare you, bro. Call him and hang up. As soon as he says hello, just hang up. Be like,
No, no.
you know what? If you're not gonna do it, I'm turning off my camera. I'm gonna send him the link.
Send him the link. Well, why
You
do
won't
you?
do it, so I have
Well, you do what you got to
to.
do, man. That's your business. You know, you hear me? That's your up to you completely. And I hope you turn off your camera. Nobody likes you anyway, motherfucker. Look, we jumped up to 9 people. As soon as you shut off that camera, nobody likes you, David.
It's been at 9.
Ball python love, motherfucker ain't trying to give those snakes away to victory. He ain't gonna be no ball python love. You're gonna poop love is all it is. David poop boy.
Hey,
Call him and let David talk to him. No, well, if we were in the same, it'd be easier. He's got to call him. Well, he can call him
nope.
just because he wants us to. I'm assuming it's to call on the Facebook or the fucking Instagram
How
call.
do you unblock a motherfucker? How do you unblock somebody?
On what media?
IG,
Oh, I don't
phone
know. I
wise.
don't think I've ever blocked. There's got to be a block list somewhere in there. I don't think I've ever blocked anybody on IG. I try not to block anybody anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to fucking to block dumbass neither, but he still sends me weird little creepy messages.
Yeah, let me talk to that motherfucker. Put him on right now.
No, you put him on. Fucking find him
I
and
can't figure it out.
somebody in the chat will know. There's 9 people in here. Oh, exactly. E Reptile said, Google it. Fuck yeah.
And
Google
Google.
everything.
No.
Oh, it's
Then I gotta grab
under
my phone.
it's under your account, I think. So go into your settings and go to my account. Go to your page, set these little 3 things, settings and privacy. Ads, passwords.
I got it. I got it.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Well, then you send it something. But he's on the Facebook though.
Ask me right now if he's on. Tell me right now. Is he on IG?
I don't know if he's on IG. Fuck, man.
It's
This is like some 12-year-old girl shit.
motherfucker. I'm
Is
trying
he
to.
on IG? Is he on IG?
Motherfucker. I will. Oh my god.
You ain't gonna do shit but sit there and
You
fucking
ain't.
talk
I'm gonna
down.
whoop the. I'm gonna
No,
whoop
it
that
doesn't.
ass
It
when I
doesn't
see you.
show him on the IG. You ain't gonna do shit but run your fucking mouth like you always do. Like
I'm
I
gonna
told you,
beat your ass in full
as soon as
twice.
you want to try to whip
Twice.
my ass, you go
Twice.
outside, you practice falling down. I'll be out there in a minute. You hear me now?
I said pull, motherfucker. I said pull. I'm gonna whip that ass twice and pull. I never said I was gonna get physical with you. We all know you only have half a foot, like half foot.
Don't. Well, if that's what's going to stop you, then you're going to get real fucked up in the beginning.
Man, I'm talking about a game of pool. You ain't gonna win.
Oh, back to that. No, you ain't whipping, dude. I will beat you left-handed. I'll beat you with one hand.
You're serious. You could do it with one hand.
I could whip your ass with one hand. I think.
Not use so
I
just
wouldn't
just
even. You know what? I wouldn't even really want to take your money. I would actually just before I took your money, if I was really gonna, because I know you, So you got to have a heart with people that you know, because you can't just take their money wrong and shit. I'd play a couple games and see where you were at. And then if you were all like, "Oh, I want to play for $100," it was like I would either tell you no, just keep your money and be a
So
good
let me.
guy. But now, if you grab the balls and shit and you start whacking them in, looking like you know what you're doing, it's like the $100 is on. But if you looking like a Bolivian idiot over there, fucking shooting at the same ball 6 times, then
We're gonna go live, and everyone's gonna see me whoop your ass twice in a row.
I won't even take your money, man. It's like it'd be shameful.
Um, uh, really? You think? You honestly don't think I could play pool?
I'm not saying I like I said, it doesn't matter if you can or cannot play pool. It has nothing to do with it, David. The fact is that I love that game more than anything. So yeah. Even if I can't win, I believe I can anyway. And I'm really fucking good at it. So
We'll see.
again,
We'll see.
that's another sport, right? That's another sport that I'm really good at. That professionals back in the day, they make some money now, but back in the day, they got no respect. There was no money. You could make more money. Even Color Money, the movie Color Money, they told you right in that movie, you can make more money in the green room hustling money than you can in the tournament, because there wasn't a lot of money in it. But nowadays there's a lot more money in it because it's more of a publicized deal. But yeah, I'll whip your ass, man.
I
That's
think the
like
only
bowling.
thing that
I wanted to go.
bowling, you
I thought about being a pro bowler too, but then as soon as I realized that pro bowlers had a job, I didn't want to do it anymore because it was like, I mean, I still bowled in tournaments and everything, but I didn't go pro because it was like, I don't want to be pro at something and have to have a job. That make no sense in my mind. None.
bowling, I'm okay.
I'll whip your ass at that too. I'll throw
Oh,
between
you
my
would.
legs and whip your ass.
Honestly, bowling is, yeah, no.
I'll whip your ass left-handed or right-handed.
And the average probably about like 170 a game.
You don't average 178 and nothing. I can look at you right now.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. I bet you, if you walked up to a bowling, you wouldn't even hit $140.
You want to bet that?
It's like a fishing tournament. Yeah.
Okay, so how about this? 2 games of pool,
No.
2 games of no, and a full game. Best 2 out of 3. Fucking straight bowling. You're probably winning me on the bowling, but I'm gonna whoop
you
your
don't
ass
want
on the pool
to.
table.
No. That's way too embarrassing for you to get your ass whipped. I mean, I'll put my wife and she'll whip your ass at bowling. Shoot. If you want to be embarrassed and shit.
I'll whoop that ass on the pool table though. Don't worry.
No. Well, yeah,
So
it could happen. I mean, it could happen. I could like break, making the 8-ball and scratch, and yeah, you could win. There is
I
those
will
kind
win.
of possibilities.
No,
Or
no,
if
no.
I'm shooting
See,
the 8-ball when I run the fucking table on your ass, and I fucking shooting in the 8-ball, if I happen to scratch, there's a possibility you could win. But outside of that, there is no fucking way you are going to run any game of pool
I'm gonna
to the
I'm gonna
last
whoop your
ball and
ass.
win. There's no way.
No, see, you're gonna lose.
No.
Yeah. You know why? You already said it. I'm gonna win. You as much as you came up with so many excuses why and like how it could happen, but like at the end of the day,
Well, because on the pool game, you can't say I can 100% beat your ass because there's always a chance that I could fuck up, not you. I don't worry about your
that's not
skills.
that's
I have to worry
my
about
skill.
my own skills to make sure.
Quit.
See, but in turn, in a game of pool, then you shouldn't always try for the 8-ball break. So then you have the safety of not scratching on the 8-ball when you make the 8-ball break. But I'm that type of guy that every break I do, I always try for the 8 because I just like it. Had a 184 average. Right on.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, man. No worries. Don't. I'll even buy you
You
the
didn't.
sodas.
I mentioned a couple games of pool. You didn't even know what the fuck they were called.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was talking
When?
about like straight pool and shit, and you're all like, you didn't even know what it was. You didn't even know how to play.
Okay.
You're the one that
Chung
said.
here.
You're the one that said you didn't know.
We're gonna play a classic game. Solid
You
versus
call it a
stripes.
classic
No,
game.
no, 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 no,
Now
no.
listen, if you want to play a classic game, and that'd be straight pool 1 in 14. You know, back in the day when you watch them old timey bar movies and they had the beads above the table, that's the original game of billiards. That's the when you say an old timey game, then that's what we would be playing. See, just you saying that we're going to play an old timey game with the stripes and solids just shows me that you don't have near the knowledge that you need to whip my ass in this game. Just saying.
Jesus. Okay. Once again, we're gonna go live when we do it, and it's just gonna face the pool table like it's a championship with the fucking world. And everyone on the live stream is gonna either see me lose and get my ass kicked, or you're gonna lose and you're gonna get your ass kicked. But regardless, I know I'm gonna win, dude, bro. Please, please, go. You better practice.
I don't need to practice.
Bowling, I'm not gonna lie. Bowling, you probably beat me. I just I fucked myself up too many times. My hands don't work really well. I mean, when it comes to
I don't.
pool, that's different. But bowling,
You're just yakking of excuses. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
I might even bring my knife stick so I can whip your ass with a handmade stick that's even older than you are.
I gotta check.
Hell yeah. That's the whole
Would
thing.
have
I
enough
love.
respect to come up
That's
here.
the one thing about pool. If you're anytime, and that's what the bad thing about pool is too. Like if you're playing with somebody consistently all the time that you know you can beat, it'll actually hurt your game. Pool is the one game. If you're not playing somebody better than you, or at least trying to improve your game, then that's where you're fucked.
You're gonna get. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, don't underestimate me. Just because you have all this experience, bro.
I'm not saying that I got experience, but when we talked about it the first time, and just the way that you talked about the game and this and that, you tell you don't have you don't know enough about it.
Okay. So I challenge you to a game.
I could whip your ass in a game of pool mentally.
You think so?
Yeah,
No,
I
that
know
don't
so.
count.
I know
That
so.
don't count. That don't
Oh,
count. You can't do that.
you don't think I'm gonna mess with your head in the middle of this game? Oh yeah, I'm really
See,
good.
I have both the Google Pixel Pro 7 headphones in. I'd be listening to music in my
You
own
can't
head.
play with no goddamn headphones on. That's bullshit.
I could call the pocket and tell you where it's gonna go and still have headphones on. If you don't hear, that's your problem. That ain't my problem.
See that's another thing, right? I could watch you play pool for less than 5 minutes, and then I wouldn't even make you call the pockets if I thought you was good enough. See, there's a lot of things you could judge with just one game of pool. Like if we played a game of pool and I knew you knew what you were talking about, I wouldn't even make you call them. I just play the game because I know the game enough to where if you shoot something, I know what you were trying to shoot at, and I know if you were meant to shoot that hole or not. So you don't have to go, oh, this one, this one, this one. No, you just set up and shoot your shot. But if you shoot your shot, you're shooting for the corner, it bounces 3 times, and goes over into this other corner, and you say, hey, I
I was
meant
gonna
that.
say,
No, you don't mean that
no, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. I'll even tell you when I bank it. It'll bank here, it'll bank there, and
Yeah.
it'll go
I
in
mean,
there.
but even then, you can still, if you know how to play pool, you can watch somebody. You know if they meant to bank it or not. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's why you call your pocket and tell. Oh, Jesus fucking shit!
Yeah, but if you're
Tell
playing with
me
somebody that's enough, you shouldn't even have to call your pocket. That's what I'm saying. Call your pocket isn't even a real game. It's a made up game, actually. I mean, you want to make your shot, that's fine. You want to mean it, and you could play
So
like
you're telling me
league
I can
rules
shoot
are
any
all,
way I want and I don't have to say shit to you. As long as I make it, I don't have to say shit.
just as
Is
long
that
as
what
you
you're
make it
saying?
in the intended pocket.
Yeah. But who says that's not intended if I don't say anything in my mind?
Look, Victor says he's played pool a bunch of times. You can tell, right? If you're on the table, even if you set up for a bank, I don't give a fuck if it's a 4 rail shot, a 3 rail shot, a fucking 5 rail shot. I don't give two shits. If you're shooting your shot, I already know what you're going for. To where then if you fucking go off of something and it goes all wacky and ends up in some pocket and say, well, I meant that, it's not going to happen. I wouldn't trust you. But that's why I was saying, if I watched you play and you were good enough to where I didn't have to worry about that, then you don't have to. Then you just play the game.
want to whoop your ass. Don't worry about it. You just do you.
You know the game I love more than anything in the world. It's so funny. I don't even know
Foosball.
how many no, it's a pool game. But I don't even know how many people play it. I don't know what it's fucking actually called, none of this shit. But anyway, and fuck, I don't know how to say this without sounding racist these days, but all the Mexicans used to play it at the place where I worked. They always play this game. They called it Moneyball, right? And they would shoot the balls 1 through 15, and the 5, the 8, the 10, the 13, and the 15 were all worth money. So if you were shooting the one ball and you shot it into the 15 and it was worth like $1, then they have to give you the dollar. But it seems when you're on the one ball, they'd bring back up the 15 and put it on the table. You could lose or win a fucking lot of money playing this game. But if you know a lot of combinations and shit like that, fucking I used to love playing that game. Love playing. I used to make more money playing Moneyball than I don't know if anybody else plays it that way or anything, but the Mexicans had all these crazy rules. After a while, they wouldn't let me do any jump shots. They wouldn't let me do any masse shots. None of that shit. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. It's like, motherfucker. So I used to take all their money. I love that shit. Because if, like, say, if you got 4 people and you make a Moneyball, all 3 people pay you. So if you're playing like $1 on the 4 balls and like $5 on the 15, if you make the 15 ball, everybody on the table's got to give you $5. So
Never heard of it.
it's like the best money game ever in the world. I don't know where it started at. I don't know. But all the Mexican fellas at the bowling alley, they used to play and call it Moneyball. Anybody ever played it? It's amazing for playing for money. Just saying, best game ever. Didn't play anything like that. I swear it was so crazy because I worked at a bowling alley for like 35 years, and we always had 2 pool tables there, and all the Mexican guys would come in and they'd always play the same game over and over and over and over and over. Always the same game. And after a while, I don't speak Spanish, but after a while, I finally learned what they were doing and kind of watched them and seen how they paid and this and all this. But yeah, if you run all 5 money balls and you're playing for like $1 a ball even. If you got 3 people on the table, you could win, like $15, like easy. It's like, so then they'd rack them up. You play for hours. The next thing you know, it's $2 a ball, and then $5 a ball, and then $10 a ball. The next thing you know, it's a lot of money. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Just regular 8 ball. That's like my least favorite game. I think probably is just 8 ball.
I like 9 ball more.
I love playing the straight pool for the most part. The 1 in 14 shit. Because do you know how to play it? It's like you start out with all 15 balls, and it's like if you shoot a ball and you don't touch a rail and a foul, they get ball in hand. They can shoot any ball. But there's like all kind of rules. But you got to shoot each ball where you kind of mean it and shit. But when you get down to the last ball, like say you're on the 15th ball, you have to rack the 14 balls. So then when you shoot the last ball, the 15 ball on the table, you have to use the cue ball or something to break up those 14 to continue shooting. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you have your 1 to 15, and as soon as you have the 15th ball, I mean, if you happen to make the last 2 balls in the same shot, and you don't have a last ball, then they'll rack up all 15 balls, or you rack up all 15. But if you shoot one, you don't have to shoot 1 through 14th, but you just shoot whatever balls. If 14 are gone, there's 1 left. You leave yourself to where you can make that shot and you rack up just the 14 balls without the head ball. So when you make the last ball, you got to break up this ball so you can continuously shoot. And that's where Willie Mosconi's got the world record of he shot like 385 balls in a row. It was fucking insane.
Okay.
And they say he could have shot more balls, but he was late for a dinner appointment or something, so he left when he did the Guinness Book of World Records. I think it still stands to this day.
So where's your bestie, man? Send
I thought you sent him the link.
Fucking link. I did, but he's not answering me.
Oh, well then.
He only loves you.
Do you have him on the Facebook?
Remember, I could fuck off.
Do you have him on the Facebook?
How do you do it off the Devil Book?
You know you're on the Devil Book.
Let me copy the link again.
Because he was on. Let me see if he's still
I
on there.
I I don't. I have them blocked.
Well, you got to
So how do you
unblock them.
unblock them? How?
It still shows them online on the Facebook. I don't know. That's another one you got to figure out. Fuck. I'm sure you go to your page like any other fucking one. Go to your three little lines to see my
Jesus.
profile. Sure. Go into your settings somewhere, I'm sure. Come on, peeps, help us out. Oh, there's a setting button.
Probably.
Two. Don't they have a place for blocked folks? Oh yeah. See, you just go into your settings on the Facebook, and when you go
Okay.
into your settings, go down to where it says blocking. Yep, and then you can add and remove people. Do you hear me now?
I'm doing it.
I can't believe y'all blocking people like childish and shit, acting like little kids.
What are you talking about? I just don't want to hear it.
How do you keep up on the current drama if you're not hearing it? But either way, nobody should listen to anything David says. He's full of shit. He's mean to old people, children, and his mama.
You're mean to your own mom.
No, she passed. I can't be mean to her, but I was very loving to my mom. I love my mama.
I sent him the link. We'll find out.
See, now
He'll join.
Victory wants to whip your ass too. I don't know. He says he'll never join our show ever again. He told fucking feeding, but I don't know. If he's got something to say, he can come say it. But I'm not going to talk about this bullshit anywhere else other than a live stream, even if it's not this one or a different one or whatnot, because it's got to be out in the open. Because I don't want all this he said, she said bullshit. Told y'all that already.
So you cut your hair on here. You done a lot of shit on my channel. Just be a man. Get that dick off your. Well, get your mouth
No,
off that dick.
he don't like you at all. He tells you to fuck off. He don't like you at all.
Oh wow, so sad.
He just calls me
Should
a
I,
cunt, and that's pretty normal for people in New Zealand and shit. They call each other cunts all the time.
so am
But
I
he
supposed to
told you
buy?
he told you to fuck off, so he doesn't like you way more than he doesn't like me.
So two things: should I buy him a man pawn or should I buy him some triactin?
Well, you can buy him whatever you want, but it's going to be expensive to ship it to him.
Shit,
Maybe
he
you could
better
use
come.
Amazon.
You know what triactin is,
I
right?
think you're both lady boys. That's why you're fighting.
He's your bestie, bro. He never liked you.
No, he's more mad because you shared that personal information with people than he is mad at me.
Oh, he's mad at you.
Oh yeah, he'd never liked me, but I'm just saying. You betrayed him. He never
You
liked
were
me, but
always an asshole towards him.
well, yeah, and he knew that. So he knew what he was getting. But with you, you betrayed him, so he don't like you. That's why I said he called me a cunt. I'm not near in his death book as you because he called you if he told you to fuck off because he don't like you at all. And New Zealand people call each other cunts all the time. It's pretty normal. So
And
I think
see,
it's all good.
he shut the fuck up.
You know, if he watches this, he'll be all like, "Fuck you! I fucking hate you more than anybody."
All the times you made fun of me on the Iron Animal show.
I ain't make fun of nobody.
Oh bullshit! You make fun of me now.
Yeah, but it's not like I make up shit. It's like you guys say stupid shit, and then if it's funny and I can make some jokes about it, I'm gonna. Don't matter if it's him or you or anybody else. It's just the way it is. If we were sitting here outside fucking smoking bowls at the garage, if you said something stupid, I'm probably going to make jokes about it for the rest of the day. It's just the way I am. All my friends know that. It's all just the way it is. I am this
And
way.
I give
all
you
the time.
shit, but see, he wouldn't give you shit. I call you shit all the time, like I have, and like I'm there's times I'm like sorry, and like I'm like don't take this personal, but your age and like blah blah blah. But there's times you take like I'm like with Benji though,
What
he
are
was
you
so
mumbling about? Jesus Christ, I didn't even understand a fucking word you just said.
Jesus
Where were
fucking
you going with
Christ.
that? You are.
I, burp, burp, burp.
Can I get a witness? There's
Go
8
ahead.
folk in here. Fucking guy. What subject is he even talking about? It's just like Benji. He messaged me out of the blue. He says, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care about what? What subject do you not care about? You know, there's a lot of
The,
different things spoken about.
can I call you old? I've called you shit on this like randomly just joking around with you. But see, the difference between Benji and a lot of people is Benji can't say anything back because there's something wrong with the heroin addiction from back in the day,
It wasn't
right?
heroin. He was never addicted to heroin. It was an opiate
Meth, whatever,
addiction.
whatever.
Opiates, like pills, like pain pills and shit. He liked the pain pills.
Oh, so like Vicodin,
Yeah,
all
because
that shit,
he had a really bad injury when he was a kid, messed up his leg and shit, and blah blah blah. And then apparently he got hooked
But
on the
see
pain
that,
pills, which is pretty
but
common. I mean, it happens all the time. But and then he got on it so bad, then he's on the methadone to counteract that. So, but we all knew about that. That's no big deal, you know. So you need to message your bestie, get him up here. Let's see what his true problem is.
let's check the messages.
I think he's just mad now and he wants to
Let's
talk to
check.
me because he knows goddamn well that it all started with me just concerned about his health and asking him. You know, I don't care who likes who. I don't care what does this or that. All it was is like, what the fuck, man? You look rough, you know? And then we talk about it a little bit. Next thing you know, he starts justifying everything in the fucking world. To me, that's a tweaker.
Hasn't
And
looked
then he
at the
says, "Oh,
message.
everybody knew," and it's like, well, if everybody knew, then I didn't. And if I'd have known using meth head back then, or if you were doing it back then when you were doing the Iron Animal Show, if you just out there with a crack pipe, you wouldn't have been ever on the Iron Animal Show again. Well, not with me giving you the link anyway. So I can't say never because there was 2 channels that was involved. So it would have been the same thing. It'd have been all like, no, you give him the link if you want him on here.
Oh, that was your bestie. Shut up.
Yeah, we don't do lives anymore. Iron Dog, yeah. We was
Well, I was
besties.
talking you and Benji.
We almost got bestie tattoos. Just kidding. She probably don't even like me neither. That's why we don't do shows no more. He's like, that fucking Justin's an asshole. Fucking. Which is okay.
I think that's the greatest. I think that's the greatest character about you is that like you have that sparky, fucking spunky, don't give a shit. I'm gonna say what's on my
Well,
mind and
yeah,
make it
but
funny.
like I said, it's like even Gary. Gary comes on here and motherfucker put his foot in his mouth. Well, the half that he's got left, he'll put in his mouth and say something stupid, and then if I make a joke about it, then I'm the bad guy. I don't understand that. You put it out there. I didn't make up shit about nobody, right? Just like you or this or that or another. I mean, I got friends that they'll say shit later. You reptiles, thanks for being here. Appreciate you watching us. You know, I got friends that'll tell you shit, and it's like, man, you shouldn't even tell your friends that stuff. That's the kind of shit you keep secret. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, it's hard for me, so I don't keep it in, and then I'll make a joke about it. But if you say stupid shit, and I make a joke, just don't take it personal. It's just me.
I never do. But I'm just saying,
that's how all this site was all done, you know.
Well, you said, you know, the whole you and Iron Dog, like maybe that's the reason you're just an asshole.
Well, yeah. That's probably why.
I mean,
it's all good though. I'm sure it's my fault somehow or another. Justin's a bad guy. It's all good.
You are a bad guy. You are a very bad guy. Now you got to deal with Benji. He wants you to call him so he could hear you. So you can hear him spank it.
No. Even all jokes aside, it's not. There's no point in it. It's not like, oh, we're gonna be besties or some shit. We're not getting matching tattoos. You done said you hated me. You always hated me. I'm from the start. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Let it go then. Don't fucking involve yourself in what I'm doing.
But you don't understand. He might be trying to sue
me. Quit doing this or whatnot. It's all fucking just stupid. If you don't like me, don't talk to me.
He might be trying to sue you and get you. I don't know, randomly.
Oh, I don't give 2 shits when you try to sue me. You can't get blood out of a turnip. What is he going to sue me for? Nothing. Fuck. I got nothing.
Same.
Anything I
Like,
have
what?
that's worth the shit ain't my name. So I don't. It's all good. Sue me. You ain't gonna get nothing. You want my half broken guitar?
He'll fix it up, sell it for crack. Meth. Sorry.
No, see, he was pretty still stable on that. He had a lot of guitar equipment, so that was good. So as long as he ain't selling the guitar equipment yet, you know.
I bet you half are gone right now.
Oh, I don't know. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother episode.
Bet you he's selling those things like hotcakes just as he get another bag. He's like, oh, I'll throw in the guitar and suck your dick just for $20.
Damn, you are a freak.
That's probably what he's doing right now.
See, and there you go. You're trying to get him on the show, and then you keep rolling.
You're gonna get sued now, Justin. Yeah,
I
sue
don't
Justin.
care. What are you gonna sue me for?
Being
I'm
an
not even
asshole.
I'm not even monetized. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got no YouTube money. You sue me for what? You can't get blood out of a turnip. Shit. You want a ball python? I'll give you one. Shit.
No, I'm good. I can't have any right now.
I wasn't talking to you anyway, motherfucker. I was just saying in general. You hear me now?
I hear you.
You ain't listening.
I'm listening, motherfucker.
Nah, you too slow to listen.
What's slow?
You
motherfucker. That does not explain the fucking word definition slow. What is slow?
You. That's what I just said. If I say something and then you're like, duh, and 2.5 minutes later you answer me, that's pretty fucking slow.
You're slow.
I mean, it's only happened like 3-4 dozen times, but it's all right. I just roll with it.
There is a show on here that we had together where you lost train of conversation in the middle of your
train of thought all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. I do that all the time. Watch the Iron Animal show. I've done it probably 100 times.
Oh yeah, you have.
Because it's like there's so much to say. You start fucking going off on when somebody says something dumb, and it's like, are you kidding me? And you start making your point, and then you get off into this point and this point, and then you forget your original point. It's like, God damn it.
Can we get Halffoot or Benji to join, please? Can someone else send Benji the link, Justin?
No. If he wanted the link, he'd ask for it. I told him already. I says, look, that's exactly what I said. I showed you the message. Look.
Let's see.
What do you mean, see? It says, I said, you want to talk? Come on the live stream. If not, fuck off. Fuck off, see? Then he said, call me.
He's about to tell you how much everyone hated you, how much you're an asshole.
I don't care, though. None of that matters. It doesn't matter at all.
I've said this. And you know what's crazy? Is like
I've said from the fucking beginning of everything I've ever done, any live stream I've ever done, anything. It's like, if you don't like me, fuck off. I've always said that from day one.
With some of the numbers I used to have back in the day with like Josue and shit and like everyone else, like I am happier now with the lower count of people because like, so people set their goals and whatever, like, but for me, it was like more like, if I ever had Justin as a co-host, like even if the numbers are low, I knew like I would.
Yeah, but it really has nothing to do with the numbers. It has something to do with just the fact that it's new. It's something that we've never done on this night. There's other streams, even the Tuesday show, the Iron Animal show. Every show that I've ever been on from the beginning is all started the same way. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to remember, you don't want false people to be there. You want people that actually want to be there. To build a community of people that want to be there is 100 times harder than to just fill a room. You know what I'm saying?
But what I was gonna say was, because I said, also, like,
if I keep talking this kind of wisdom to you, I'm gonna have to start billing you.
Yeah, I agree. But like,
this is some like on TV type shit right here. I'm telling you.
It's different when you do a show with somebody to somebody.
Tripod man.
This is why I always said, like, you were my favorite YouTuber. And I'll say it again.
With the favorite YouTuber shit.
Jesus I'm just saying, like, you put out the best fucking content that I think. That's my personal
I
opinion.
can't even put out the content I want now because YouTube's a sissy. They got people making live videos all the fucking time, but I make them quality 4K fucking in your face videos and they tell me to fuck off. I don't understand it. And next Thursday's the 5th, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No,
so
no, because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
you got the next
Yeah.
show scheduled on the 5th.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring I assume that was next Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it'll be midnight or if I gotta wait till the morning or whatnot. But yeah, as soon as that motherfucker says reapply, I'm gonna click it.
We'll
They
see.
might even deny me, but I deleted probably fucking 1,100 videos, 1,200 videos.
We'll see.
It's fucking insane to think about that. The fucking, 4 years of videos, fucking, and there was a year and a half I
Oh,
was
what?
solid every day.
Okay, I will definitely go check it out. Shut up.
You don't check out the wieners?
I see the video or the pictures on IG once in a while.
You're kind of a dick, huh?
You're an asshole.
Well,
See, I think
my mom used to be a really wise woman, and she told me once when I was really little, she's all, Justin, if you're good at something, stick with it. So, the asshole thing comes into play because I'm really good at it. So I just stick with it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You got to remember, live streams they're different because YouTube is the people are here to search for information. Basically, there's people that do search for podcasts. I'm not going to say there's not, but in general, like even my channel, it's about feeding. To do a channel that has nothing, or to do a show that has nothing to do about feeding, you have to start over. It don't matter if I have 41,000 fucking followers or not, because they give two shits if me and you are going to sit here and have bong hits. If I was throwing a rat in a bucket, they'll be here. You know what I mean? But if there's no rat in the snake bin, then they don't give two shits. You know what I mean? They don't, and which is true.
Yeah.
Watch out for her channel, buddy. She got two large wieners. That's like when I got into ball pythons. It was like when I had one, I just couldn't wait to get two because the jokes just doubled up like way better. Like, hey, you want to hold my balls? All kind of good jokes when you got two. You know what I'm saying?
But I have 5 and you give me shit.
Ball jokes are okay with one, but when you got two, it's even better ball jokes. You know what I'm saying? What, motherfucker?
I said I have 5.
No smoking on the fucking stream. None of that cancer causing bullshit. That's you're luring little kids onto your channel to smoke cigarettes.
Smoke.
He's all smoke. That's like the whole smoking thing. I still have an attic, literally an attic full of Joe Camel stuff. Remember from back in the day when they had the Camel bucks on the cigarette pack?
Yeah.
I literally have an attic full of that shit. I probably have 100 different T-shirts that all have Joe Camel on them. I mean, I got pants, sweatpants, robes, towels, fucking posters, cups, lighters, fucking everything you could ever think of.
So what you do is you post your name on the other side and sell it.
I thought about it, but the market isn't that great, really.
It never hurts to try.
Well, yeah, but you could look at, see what shit's selling on like eBay and shit, and it's like it's not really worth it yet. I mean, I even have posters from the health department that show Joe Camel in a hospital bed dying of cancer. And then it shows him in a casket and shit that they put in the health department, for posters to anti-smoking posters. I even have a bunch of those.
That's cool. But you should put your name on there somewhere and try to resell them.
No, I thought about it. Like the Zippo lighters and shit, I probably got 50 of them. different ones. I got ones with my initials on them, ones without. Because when they first came out, they're all like, "Oh, we put your initials on them," and then I thought, why would I put my initials on a lighter if I ever needed to sell it later? That fucks with your selling because then it's got a certain initial on it. So then until somebody has those initials, you may not sell that lighter. You know what I'm saying? So then I quit getting my initials on shit when they offered it. Some shit they did, some shit they didn't. I even got audited by Camel. When I sent in a Camel Buck order of like 15,000 Camel Bucks or something. I ordered the whole catalog right when it first came because they had different catalogs. I think they had 6 or 8 different catalogs they put out, and you could spend your little Camel Bucks and buy shit. So I sent in like 15,000 of them or something and bought the whole catalog, and they seized my order. They made me fill out a bunch of paperwork. They thought I was manufacturing my own Camel Bucks. It was funny.
Damn.
They finally released my order after like 2 months. Because I told them, I said, well, I work at a bowling alley. I got people that give them to me for free. They just bring them up all the time. And back then you could smoke in the bowling alley. I said, and then their Camel, I find them around the bowling alley all the time, all day long. I could find 15, 20 of them a day. And they're like, oh, okay. And then finally they released me my order. I still have half the shit still in UPS boxes, never even been opened. There's a bunch of shit I probably wouldn't even remember what's in the boxes anymore. Nice.
No,
I got like the pool table lighters. I got them brand new in boxes with a whole box of matches that came with them.
So now you just got to print your logo or
No.
something on there and then resell them.
Nobody gives 2 shit about me.
See, it helps when you do sell one, and then people are like, "Oh shit, who's my Animal House?" Like,
when people see my shirt, my Crunch Gang shirt, I get more attention from. They'll be like, "What's the Crunch Gang?" I'm like, "Well, it's my frogs. I have a YouTube channel, that kind of thing." But when I wear the My Animal House shirt, people usually walk by, "Man, I love that movie," and it's like, no, it's My Animal House, not Animal House. But especially if they're my age or older, oh, I love that movie. It's like, well, it's not a movie. It's my YouTube channel, My Animal House. Oh, really? Oh, I might check that out. It's like, no, you won't. Shut up.
no, you won't. Shut up. Yeah, I'm different, man. If someone says, "Hey, like, what's that?" My wife's wearing the shirt. Like, I'm like, "Motherfucker, let me pull out your phone, look this up." At least I know they did it.
It was funny in the hospital a couple times. They were all like, because nurses, if you got a decent nurse and you're sociable to them, nurses are amazing. It's when you're an asshole is when anytime somebody tells me, "Oh, I had a shitty nurse," most of the time you were shitty to them first. Just saying, throwing it out there. But they'll be like, "So what do you do for a living and shit?" And it's like, "Well, I work from home." It's like, "Well, what do you do?" It's like, "Well, I'm a YouTuber." What? You're a YouTuber? And then they're like, "What do you do?" And then I tell them, and then like one lady, I looked up my channel. She's like, "Damn, look at all them followers." She's like, "You're almost famous, and I'm right here with you." And I was like, "Okay," it's like it's all good, I just have a bunch of animals, but people freak out. There's people that still think like 10,000 subscribers is a big deal, and it is until you get there, and it's the same deal as when you had 1,000. It's all the same. I mean, if you're doing it right, hopefully you're making more money. But, if you're like me, they fucking taking down all your videos and fucking giving me strikes all the time and this and that. And that was one of the final reasons why I just got rid of all the live feed videos. They're probably still going to fuck with me anyway. But I'm tired of all that shit. It's like fucking every day I get 15, 20 comments telling me how they want to feed me to something or they would kill my babies or something. I haven't had a hate comment in a long time. It's pretty nice. And then, YouTube's, as soon as I get out of their YouTube for fucking, for being in trouble, then they just fucking give me another strike. I get out of trouble, money and everything starts going up. They give me a strike. It goes back down. It was like I couldn't win anyway,
I don't know. Put your comments to hold all, and then you get to reply to the ones that you want to see fit.
Well, yeah, but even then, what good is it to? It's not judged by your comments. It's judged by the algorithm. I'm sure the comments have something to do with if you got people bitching and bitching and bitching. But even if you hold the comment, they go through the comments before you get to them anyway. Like mine, like on my channel, I have hold all. That's what I'm saying. I have hold all suspicious or whatever fucking, potential, I guess, hazardous comments. And I get ones that come through that are bad. Fucking, I hate you. You're a piece of shit. You're mean to animals. You shouldn't keep them in drawers. Blah 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 blah. It's just negative constantly. And then if you look in that section of the ones that are on hold, they're even worse. It's like, fuck, man. People are just angry. They got nothing else to do but bitch at you. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
So
I mean,
like,
you said it before, so like you could bring up anything you want, right? Anything. I don't care what it is. And you make a channel based off that, whatever you do. You will always find something, somebody will always find something
oh
wrong
yeah,
with what
yeah,
you do.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
it
there's
does
always
not,
going to be bitching, but it's not quite as much, is what I'm saying. With all the live
when
feed
it comes
videos and shit,
with,
it's like it's
but you
ridiculous.
do frozen thawed.
Ramble don't stray. I've heard about that place, but that's the thing. I mean, I don't know what the monetization's like, or what they're paying. But as far from what I've heard, TikTok and YouTube will pay more than Ramble if you even get monetized. But that's the thing. It's like
What's up,
even
Jake?
all the when people are saying all this, oh, we're fed up with these platforms and they're moving to other
Is
platforms.
Jake, is Jake Benji? Or do you know Jake?
Oh, I don't know. Uh-uh.
Yeah, I think that's Benji.
No, I'm not drunk. I don't drink. Stoned. Mini bong hits, but I'm not drunk. Now I forgot what I was talking about because you fucking got me all off on the ramble thing. But you might be able to do more shit over there without getting in trouble, but you're not going to get paid as much. You know what I mean? YouTube is the highest paying platform out there. There is no other platform that pays you more. Even any, if you look at any decent TikToker, which makes me sick, because you have a TikToker over there that'll grow and they'll get a couple million subscribers. They come over to the YouTube side in 6 months, they'll have fucking the million people plaque or the 100,000 plaque or something. It's like, and they'll get it in like just months, couple months, and it's like because they somehow they get their followers to travel over. Those black women, yeah, I don't know who that is, but well, I love my wife more than anything, but I was single and a black girl walked by that looked good, I would have no problem with giving it a shot. But I'm a married man, love my wife, so shut your mouth.
So who thinks here that I should
I
I
don't know.
block him?
Just let him no, because I mean, I don't. I mean, why would he just come in and say something stupid?
It's Benji. It's
It,
Benji.
it might be. Who knows?
It's that faggot loving cocksucker meth tweaking motherfucking hoe ass
Well,
bitch.
if it is Benji, it's a brand. It's a newer account because his name, the initial by his deal matches his name. How he's got the J. A lot of people don't realize that they don't even know they have a YouTube channel. It's like go into your phone and go to YouTube, and they're like, yeah, and it's like, see that letter up there starts with your name. Yeah, that's your YouTube channel.
I have him on video smoking meth, so take me to court. I understand you have to come here. We're gonna do it in Nevada, and
Well, yeah,
even if you sue me, I don't go to you. You
you're
come to
fully
me because you're
demonetized,
suing me.
but
Well, I'm just saying, even if
well,
I was
it
suing him,
does
I would
matter
have to
because
go there.
to truly do YouTube, I mean, even the way I do it, or bigger YouTubers and shit, it's a lot of work. It's like so, and it can pay off if you do it. But I mean, if you go somewhere where you're not making any money, it's like, I mean, it's hard to keep putting in that much work and not getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
Getting a follower is one thing, but if you get a follower that watches your videos and then you get revenue from it, that's another. That's I mean, people could say, "Oh, I'm here for the love of this and that," but I'm on YouTube and I make videos to try to make money to take care of my animals. So without making the money, it's pointless for me to make the content. I mean, I would still throw up shorts and that crazy, but I wouldn't do full content. I wouldn't do a
So,
lot of. I
so
would do
you're
a lot of
telling
shit
me,
different.
so you're telling me once you get your monetization back on October 5th, the week after is on your channel?
No, no, no. This will
Oh,
always
what?
be on your channel.
Oh, that's bullshit. See, that's how I know you don't like me.
This show, no, this show not going on my channel has nothing to do with me being monetized.
Who the fuck is Carlos?
I don't know. Maybe they're new. What the fuck? We're
What
on
do you
YouTube, man.
guys think about UAP? What's a UAP?
I don't know.
UAV?
UAP disclosure. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Can we
YouTubers
get
that
close to any type of transparency from the government?
no, don't come in.
UFO.
That politics are the one things we're not going to come into here. UFOs are all right. I don't mind them, but politics, all that shit is crazy. But to have a big universe with all that other shit that we know about and think that we're the only intelligent beings is kind of naive. But outside of that, leave the government shit out of it. That's one thing I hate to talk about for the most part. Except where it was funny. I seen a Trump one where Trump was making fun of Biden by walking off a stage, not knowing what he was doing.
Well, Biden's a jackass.
Well, if you don't know your own name, then it's one thing.
The one new home that I know of for UFOs would be Benji's asshole or mouth.
No,
Loves to
I
suck it
understand now.
into
That's cool. It's the new name for UFO. Right on.
Benji. If you're watching, your fag.
Calm down.
I gotta say it,
We're trying to
You
build an
said, "Oh,
audience.
I can't wait till you're one."
Not correct. Yeah, I know. It's funny. I thought you were sending him the link.
I sent the link. Let me check. Did he?
Did you send it to him on the Facebook?
The thing, the link.
Did you send it to him on the Facebook?
I did.
Well, maybe he got you blocked because he don't like you. He
looked at it.
He told you to fuck off.
He looked at it. No, he looked at it. He looked at it. He looked at it. He won't join up because I won't shut up.
Well, no, if he joins, I'll shut you up. We'll just boot you off, and then he can speak his piece. I'll tell him to fuck off, and then he can leave. I don't know what he wants to talk about. It's just stupid. I mean, even if he's got dirt on somebody, you know, that he's going to tell me about them, so I don't even care. It's like, oh, this person doesn't really like you. I don't give two fucking shits. If somebody don't like me, then why do they come around? If they come around, that means they're a fan. I'm all good with either one. It don't matter.
That's why I used to get shit all the time back in the day when my son made that clip. He's like, "Dad, can you film me?" And he's like, "Iron Dog's my favorite YouTuber." I was like, "Fuck that!" Like, no offense to Chris, but I was like, "My Animal House." I was so disappointed that day.
No, that kid would tell you to straight fuck off too if you told him he wasn't his favorite YouTuber neither. He'd get offended by that shit.
So, I don't know. Everyone has their opinion. Distractions from what do you think? Benji's scared, yeah.
You scared?
He won't join up. He's scared.
Boy. You scared? No, I don't care. I mean, if he's truly got something to say and he's going to air it out, well, then air it out. If somebody don't like me, I don't care. If somebody's going to do whatever, let him do whatever. If he's going to sue me, let him sue me. I don't give two shits. Line up with the rest of the fucking world that don't like me. I don't give none. I'll even get you in touch with some people that don't. Maybe y'all can get something going good enough. Fucking idiots. It just kills me.
Are you next?
And that's like the whole drama shit. I'm sure it's some kind of drama of some sort. He's gonna be all like, "Oh, fucking this, that, and another, David this or Iron Dog that," or I'm sure he'll come up with something crazy to say, and I don't even give two shits. Like, I mean, it's like the credibility thing, you know. It's like, especially what he's on right now and the drug that he's on. In my mind, in my situation, he has no credibility. Anything that comes out of his mouth right now, I could just care less to hear about. I don't care.
Hey, you guys should move on from content's sake. For content's sake.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
And that's another thing. So Benji's a tweaker.
Oh, beating a dead horse. It's not beating a dead horse though, because he's message. This is most likely Benji if he's going to say stupid shit like that. But anyway, for one, it's been brought up by other people asking what is going on, and for two, he's messaged me right now, send me creepy messages. You can see him, and so it's not that we're beating a dead horse. We're just letting him know because he's on the background. He wants to talk to everybody privately to talk shit, and nobody wants to talk to him privately. We want to talk to him openly because if there's going to be any he said, she said, then the world could fucking listen to it. So beating the dead horse or whatever, then fucking go beat off. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I will straight fucking not give a shit about that shit. Like honestly, he's a meth head. Take it how it
I
is. I don't
mean,
give a fuck.
that's the whole thing. This is called real talk and bong hits. I don't give a fuck if we talk about one thing. If you have something better to talk about, then talk about it. I don't give two shits.
Same. Bring it up.
About the UFO shit. See, I was all good with that. I didn't know about the new UFO shit. I know there's a lot of channels on here that are into all that shit, the creepy houses and all that. I even got some creepy fucking stories. I even got a Bigfoot one. This guy says I'm full of shit about. But coming here telling me I'm beating a dead horse is not going to get you anywhere. So
Beating that horse is also just a phrase.
yeah,
Am I
just in
right?
case he threatens. Well, yeah, and that's the whole thing. And if he comes up on here solo and he talks his piece or whatever, it's out here. No matter what is said by anybody, it's live. We're fucking out there. So, I don't want to hear whatever because the drug thing. Because you said beating the horse, obviously you know what the fuck's going on. So then, if I keep getting all these messages like "call me" and all this bullshit, it's like I don't want to talk to him. There's nothing I have to say. He says he hates me. He's the one beating the dead horse because I don't message him. I get creepy little messages, voice ones, and it's crazy because he'll delete like 3 or 4 before he even gets one out. So I don't know if he's fucking loaded or if he just can't figure out how to yell at me or what. I don't know, but it's funny. So, and for one, if that fucking horse needs beating, then I'll fucking beat on it. You hear me now? Just saying.
There you go. You
Yeah.
said it amazingly.
That's what this whole fucking live stream is supposed to be about. Is real talk. Even you, if you're a real person and you got a conversation, you show your face. I will give you the link. You can pop up on here. We can
Yeah.
talk if you want. There's nothing to hide. There's no bullshit.
So let's just say this. Let's just say this. We keep doing this show just for 2 years, and we get like 75
Well, you're
people in
getting
here.
way fucking out of control because I don't think I like you that much to do anything for 2 years with you. You hear me?
Oh,
We might be able to
you
hit a
do.
show every now and then, but you drive me nuts.
If I drew you nuts, you wouldn't have done the show this long. Okay. I've learned
No,
this from the
remember I
past
see. I
from
keep
other.
telling you, oil and water, fire and ice. You can't have the same two
Dude, that
people, or it ain't
motherfucker's
no
driving
fun.
again.
Yeah, because you stink like a whole bouquet of buttholes. You hear me? If we were alike, what fun would the show be?
Exactly. So that's why you've been here every
So
fucking night.
that's why I tell you, fuck off. I haven't been every night. We've only done it a few weeks, and I got nothing else to do but yell at you
See,
for
and
a
I
couple
just
nights.
took my boots off.
And
Okay.
I share it with my community. So if people pop in that are from my page, I like to speak to them and shit. So it's all good. Even though it says 7 people, but by next week's show, it'll have 150, 175 views. It's just a start. We haven't been doing the show that long. It's actually pretty good.
And honestly,
So why not beat a dead horse if it gets the views, motherfucker?
I do gotta say this though. If you're trying to sue Justin, just know you have to sue him in his state. If you're trying to sue me, you have
Well,
to sue.
yeah, we don't. I
I,
don't give
I,
two shits if he that whole I'm gonna try to sue you shit. That none of that I
but
give
no,
a
no,
fuck about at
no.
all.
This is what I don't.
I've
Okay,
never made up nothing. There's no made up stories. What I showed and what I talked about was real life shit. This is America. We have freedom of fucking speech. If you don't in New Zealand, then have fun in New Zealand.
damn.
That's it. That's the bottom line. I give two shit about the suing shit. Sue me. I don't give a fuck. If that was the case, everybody in the world would sue somebody that was online. Because you know how many podcasts there are out there in the world that people are talking to shit? You know what I'm saying? I think it just smells like a bouquet of buttholes, just in general. You know what I mean?
You're a fucking butthole.
I got a new slogan for my videos. It's like, hey, Crunch Gang, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Crunch Gang. That's my new slogan.
It's too long.
I don't give a shit what you think.
I'm just saying it's too long.
How many videos you got over 10,000 views? No, 10,000 a little short, but he's a small tuber.
You shut the fuck up.
It always cracks me up when somebody's been on YouTube for like 8-9 years and shit, and they always say, I don't want to be monetized. It's like, no, you've been here 9 years and you can't be monetized. That's why you're mad. Don't say you don't want to be monetized.
I could be.
Well, yeah, you could if you fucking straighten up a little bit, but no, you're a dumbass.
Well, I learned that from...
You never listen to Justin. Well, no, because everybody always... YouTube, I think, for a lot of people, including myself, which, you know, is crazy, it's too patient of a fucking deal. I mean, you got to put the work in. You got to be consistent. You got to be patient. It just doesn't happen. I mean, there's a lot of people that hear the old YouTube story, boy, and they want to, you know, in a week, they want to be YouTube stars. And it's like, no, man, it doesn't work that way. I mean, unless you're everything I say is outside of the fact if you're a top 10 trending fucking topic or something. Outside of that, you got to put the work in, you know. And that's like everybody. Oh, you only don't make this. You only make this. But that's like me. When I first started, it was like, okay, they won't even send you a check unless you get $100. So that was basically my first goal, was to get a check, right? And then when I got a check, then my second goal was to get a check every month. And then after I got that, then it was like, okay, I have this expense, and this expense. If the channel can pay for this, then I'm golden. So then bang. So then I worked hard enough for the channel to pay for this, that, and another. And then, you know, it ended up where the channel paid for a lot of shit. And then now I don't have the channel paying for nothing. So I'm a bum. Hopefully on the 5th, I'll get my job back. But, you know, when it comes down, and it's not a lot. I'm not saying I made a lot off of YouTube, but I made enough to keep the animals and stuff like that and to help out. So it was, you know. But, you know, when it's the internet bill, the fucking food bill for the rodents, all that bullshit, everything, it's like, it's all, you know, it adds up. But if you just take, you know, one step at a time, though, is my basic thing, is just make a goal. Like I said, YouTube won't even send you a check unless it's $100. So fucking, you know, first goal, no matter what, should be to get a check. You know.
So your bestie keeps jumping in and out under a new name, bro. Where is he now?
I don't know if that was him or not, but if it was, that was okay too. And if it was not, the dude probably thinks that I'm rude. But this is our podcast, not yours. So if you don't want to hear the beating of the horse, then just move to the next podcast.
So you beat horses?
Well, I would if that motherfucker kicked me or something, or if it bit me, I'd beat that motherfucker. Horses don't fuck around. They're big, man. You can't, I mean, it's horses 1,500 pounds, 2,000 pounds. It's like, fucking, that motherfucker wants to hurt you, you're going to get hurt. So, yeah, you can't fuck around with horses.
No, that motherfucker kicks you. Most men, their rib cage would sink in.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny, too, because everybody I've ever met that hates horses always got that story. You know, when I was a little kid, a motherfucker bit me, or a motherfucker kicked me, or a horse did this. And then it's so funny. Every time you meet somebody that hates horses, they always got that horse story. You know, it's funny. They either got bit or kicked or something.
I seen this guy named Robert Pope when I was working with him way back in the day. He got hit by a cow. And I'm talking about like an actual like bull. And like this motherfucker flips him like 3 times in one hit. I was
well, yeah, like if you're in a pasture and shit, and there's little cows out there and shit, yeah, they'll fuck you up, you know.
Dude, he walked away with no injury. He had some bruised ribs, but like other than that, everything was great. I was shocked.
Yeah, usually when I go live on my other channel, I usually post it on both channels. Even like right now, when you set up the show, I could add my channel, be here on your channel, but it's showing live on mine.
So why don't you?
Because I don't need your negative bullshit over on my channel.
What are you talking about negative? I'm here to reinforce your
podcast. Now listen. Now listen. How many times do I gotta tell
so it's okay to smoke weed and drink beer on my channel, but it's not.
Exactly, because you don't care about being monetized. It's not a part of your life to where that's your goals or needing it. And if you don't want to do the podcast on your channel, I don't give two shits neither. My Thursday is free. But the reason why it's not on my channel, just like this hasn't. I mean, there are it is. We do have reptile conversations, but it's not fully based on feeding animals. My channel is based on DIY videos about animals and feeding animals. If it's not about that, why do I want to put it on my channel? All that does
See,
is fuck up the algorithm. That's why I deleted everything I deleted. I deleted every Iron Animal show too. Every one of them. They don't, once you get the views on them, it's not like they're going to blow up later on in time. It's like whoever wanted to watch it. And most of them are on Iron Dog's channel anyway. But either way, a lot of those channels, the nights where we were just sitting there bullshit and didn't have nothing to do with animals whatsoever. So all that does is just confuse the algorithm of where to put you, you know. You want to define your channel enough to where the algorithm knows exactly where to put your videos every time.
no, no,
Now,
no,
if
no,
you make a
Justin,
camping video
Justin,
one day and
Justin. If
a
I was
race
on
car
your
video the
channel,
next day, that
no,
would
see, if
fucking
I
fuck
if
up
I was
everything.
on your channel, if I was on your channel right now, and we were live also on your channel, I would blow you up that much quicker because I have shit to say, you have shit to say,
Nobody on
and
my
we
channel gives two shits about what you're gonna say.
everyone does. That's what will make you famous.
No. That's what you don't understand. When you publicize a video, right? Like if I put out a video, let's say it got 100,000 views, right? If you look in your statistics, I bet 95% of those views came from non-subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
But you get paid
There's
off that content video, right?
Well, yeah, I get paid off the content videos. What I'm saying is when you make friends on YouTube and you're just kicking it and everybody's just like, it's different when somebody actually likes what you're doing and supports it and watch your videos, this, that, and another. It's different than just being a subscriber to someone's channel. That's like I used to tell people all the time. They're like, "Oh, I'll subscribe to your channel." It's like, well, if you don't like animals and shit, don't, because all that is a dead number. You know what I mean? If Why subscribe to a channel you don't like what they're doing on that channel. And as far as the algorithm goes, like this, we're not feeding animals, we're not doing nothing. So that's just another way the algorithm's got to sprint you out. But like you, if you've always done whacked out live streams, that's pretty normal for your channel.
No, yeah, no. I
Yeah,
mean,
you've done a lot of different shows on your channel, so they're already whacked out about you anyway.
yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
can you handle this much wisdom in one night?
no.
Fuck, it just kills me that I'm wasting it on you.
What do you mean wasting it?
Sometimes myself, I can't even stay serious because I wanted to stay really serious after saying that, but I couldn't. It was too funny. It would have been funnier if I could have stayed serious, but it was too funny. Exactly. Look, Solo put like 92% non-subscribers watch me. Yeah. Because I mean, literally, that's the goal. I mean, when you get a subscriber, yes, if they're a subscriber that is subscribed to your channel because they like what you do and they watch everything you do, when you're making a video, you're making it for them. But the whole thing is like, let's say, I don't want to use my channel because it's got a bigger number and it makes it sound ridiculous. But let's say you have a channel that's got 500 subscribers, right? Are you really going to make a video only for 500 people to see?
No.
No, you want the world to see that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So when you're making a video, you're going to get more response off of the world than your own people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. But it's just that now, if you have a video, say you have 500 subscribers, that video gets 50,000 views. That's 10 times more than what or 20 times more than your fucking people are. So then you are reaching beyond your subscribers. That's what you want to do. That's the goal. It's not always, I mean, if you only wanted to make videos for your subscriber count, then you would never reach anybody else. I mean, the goal is to new people to see it so you can get more subscribers that can be there more on a regular basis. Because there's not a lot of people. There is, some people that are going to be dedicated to watch every video. But let's say that I make fucking 50 videos between shorts and videos in a month. if someone watches all of them, that's fucking amazing. And there are people that say they watch them all, and I appreciate everybody that does. But everybody's got lives, so let's say that one of those, they only watch one a month or two a month. That's fine. So then 10,000 people that watch one or two a month, and then all of a sudden you make a video and it's like 95% of it's not your subscribers. You've reached 90% more people that even know who you were. That's the goal, not the people try to focus more on just their subscriber count than trying to reach out. When I make a video, I want the world to see it. I don't want just my subscribers to see it, but I don't want to sound like I don't appreciate my subscribers neither, because I do. But when I'm making a video, I make it for the world, and they're included in that world. So it's like I want everybody to see it. I'd like to get millions of views on the videos, so then I can buy more stupid shit. Just saying. And the dog keeps knocking around my tripod. Quit now, you big bastard. Fucking huge. I ain't never even seen a lab as big as him, I don't think. Usually they're short and fat. He's tall and fucking linky like a motherfucker. He's like a small horse.
Good for you, though.
Like Brian, Big Brian.
Well, so eventually people with the letter B in their name, Benji, is going to keep watching the show, and it'll pop in the algorithm that we talk a lot about B names. Brandon names are stupid if you're a Brandon.
No, I don't think the algorithm gets that goddamn ridiculous. But, I mean, you just got to, it's just the whole thing is like if you make 100 videos that are all the same and you throw in a podcast that has nothing to do with animals, you're disrupting your flow. You know what I mean? That's like a computer, like a computer when it tells you to defrag your computer. Defragging your computer, and half the time when it says, "Oh, you have a virus," the only reason why you have a virus is because the computer fucking can't read the files. Because when you load something, it'll randomly put that information in different files. So when you fragment your computer, all it does is it organizes all the files together. Anything that needs to be together just puts it together. When your computer gets so much information and it fucking just goes fucking wacky, and it can't find the information fast enough. That's why you have to defrag your computer, because instead of putting part of this file here, here, and here, the defragging puts it all in the same file, and then your computer will run faster. It's the same shit as everything else. You just want to keep it, you keep everything different. You got to keep it all the same. Do you not listen to anything I tell you?
Never.
I'm rambling on. I got one fucking weirdo fucking looking at me like he don't understand a word I'm saying.
First off, I use my phone, so
Brian Rotarian, yeah. Well, anything he does is fucking badass, but
I just use
what are you
my
talking
phone.
about now? I'm trying to have intelligent conversations down here and listen to you at the same time, which is really hard. There we go. Now we can talk. Oh yeah. Solo's laughing. See, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you get anything done when he's almost like fucking Biden? I don't even know if he knows his own name. Let's see how many beers he's had, because he's funny after about 2.5. No, we've been on 3 hours. He should be at least on 3. How many beers you had?
4.
And you're not even funny yet. Did you get some low grade beer or what?
You're fucking low grade.
Oh, there we go. Talking shit again. Where'd Carlos go? I thought we was having an intelligent conversation and stuff.
How am I Joe Biden?
Because you're all drifting off. You don't know what we're talking about. I don't even know if you even know your own name.
I know my own name. Motherfucker.
Look, it still says he's active. Watch, it says call me. I'm gonna put no. See, I just put no. He said,
put yourself
me.
on solo. Hold on.
See, look, I told him he'd come online on the live stream. If not, fuck off, call me. I say no. I say no. I said no. I
Thank you, thank
said
you. At least someone knows. No one knows this guy over here on the right or left now. He's just he and his bestie's mad at him right now.
oh, Solo booted him? Oh, nice. I didn't know he got booted.
I didn't either.
See, it doesn't show nothing when you're on the StreamYard side of things. You have to watch it on your phone or you have to watch through YouTube. When we're through StreamYard, it doesn't show any of that boot and stuff. I
It
didn't even know
did,
we got booted.
honestly.
I thought we was having a hostile conversation
Same.
about beating
Oh, well,
horses and stuff. He's the dumb one. He David.
I don't know.
He's David. I'm Justin, but you can just call me Animal House. Anything. I don't give two shits.
Justin's more retarded than
If
I
we're
am.
not friends, you call me asshole. We might have to fight a little bit, but other than that, that's all good. Asshole be fine if we know each other. I got sick of him talking. She said, all right, Solo. I get it. I get it.
He won't join though. Justin's the bestie. He's not going to be here.
Well, he better hurry
And
because we're almost 3 hours. We ain't going to be on too much longer any damn way. I'm going to get me some fucking food and beat a horse. My own. Tripod man.
tripod man. What's that from?
That's my own thing. It's funny. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
I don't get it.
Well, if I got two legs and I call myself tripod man, I mean, there's only one other thing, that you could probably figure out if you think about it hard enough.
Shut
I don't know why I always got to walk you through these things, David. That's the problem here. If I could have an intelligent conversation with people that knew right from wrong and a little bit of common sense, it would be a pretty good show.
What the fuck? So you're blaming me?
Well, yeah, because I try to talk to you about something. You look at me blank like you don't know nothing. I say tripod man. You say, huh? Dumb. And then I had to teach you about the T-Rex, why they're so mad. You didn't even know.
What the fuck?
It's like I'm an educator over here. I got to slap you around and teach you shit all night, and it's like fucking. I'm not getting paid for this or nothing. Kills me. Oh, it was amazing too. It was so fucking good. That shit was just melting off the fork and shit. It was like, oh yeah, when you don't even need a fork and it just falls off the fork and it's all, oh my goodness, little salt and pepper.
Okay.
Had a big old baked potato next to it. Oh my goodness, it was good. Anyways, whew. Well, I don't even know why you made there. Yeah. Church made a big old roast with some stuff. It was very tasty, very tasty. Had onions all up in it. Tasty.
Oh yeah.
It was the other night, and that's the thing. You're not supposed to talk about food on the podcast anyway because it causes trouble. You know what's funny, and I don't understand what the deal is. If you're on your YouTube, what?
Are you serious? You can't talk about food?
No, I don't like talking about food. It makes me hungry, fool. Duh.
Oh.
You have no common sense at all, do you? You say something, you can't talk about food. What? Like, no, I'm not allowed. No, I'm not allowed to talk about food. No, if you talk about food, it makes me hungry. I smoke pot. If I talk about food, I get hungry. I'm on a live stream. That's why I don't want to talk about food because then I'll get hungry. And it's too late because I already talked. She brought up the fucking roast.
Well, how was I supposed to know?
And then you're all like, "Oh, you can't talk about." Well, a little common sense. Keep up with the conversation. I'll tell you what the fuck's going on here, David. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so what's the next conversation?
Fuck, I'd have to tell you now and then talk about it next week so you could absorb it. It takes you a little bit. We don't have enough time to start a new subject now because then I got to explain it to you and go through all that bullshit again, and it's a wreck every time. You know what I'm saying?
Is it really that bad?
Sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Sometimes. Hey, ask Jose. He knows what it's like to do live streams with you. Cold Blooded Monsters, even they all know you're a whacked out motherfucker. It's hard to do live streams with you. That's why you've had so many co-hosts because it's not easy on this side of the court here. You know what I'm saying?
No, how can I know what
How
you're
many
saying
how
if you
many
haven't
live
asked?
streams? How many live streams have you started with? How many different co-hosts? There was a time there you was switching co-hosts every week. What the fuck? It was like you tried to co-host with Benji, you tried to co-host with everybody. See, you even did 2 shows with Kid, and he's new to the deal here. He was all doing live streams with him. Now he does his own and shit. You trying to link up with everybody because you know
Dude,
why?
I
Because
did. I,
you
I
know what?
was.
You check it out. Look, like if you have 100 live streams, right, and there's one thing in common, and this live stream never works out, and you went through like 20 or 30 co-hosts and it hasn't worked out, I'm thinking at some point in time you need to realize the problem's you.
Damn.
I hate to be the one to tell
Damn.
you that, but if you've had that many co-hosts, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Well, you got to
that
say now, huh?
no, that just fucked me.
How many co-hosts you got? How many co-hosts have you had? You're lucky I'm as patient as I am because a few other people have been out by now. I don't even know how Jose put up with you so long.
Probably, I think I have around like 13.
Would you say you're 13?
That's how many co-hosts I had, I think.
Oh, about 13. See how easy it is to take a certain topic. You slap a couple words with it, and next thing you know, you got a joke for 10 minutes.
Yeah, use your grinder.
Yeah, I mean, you got more fucking what? Use
Using a
my
grinder?
grind. No, I haven't been tonight. I just been breaking it up slowly. What's it to you? Why you want to talk about my grinder all of a sudden, you freak? You're fucking
How's
weirder
that?
than Benji. Jesus Christ, man. I'd rather do Benji. I'd rather have what was his name? Carlos and fucking Benji up here than you.
Serious?
I don't even
Wait,
know
no,
that
no,
Carlos fella. Don't even know him.
no. Dead serious.
And then we got to go through this every week. Are you dead serious? I don't know. You've had 13 co-hosts. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm in here. I'm running thin over here.
What do you mean running thin? You have the strongest ice layer.
Oh, you're killing me. You're putting too much into it, David. I was just fucking with you. But you're like 15 every time. You're gullible and shit. I can get you worked up in 10 minutes. It just cracks me up.
Right.
Shit, you still got them P&E stickers, don't you? Shit. Look how long that one went. Done got stickers and dude bounced. Let's get Jose on here. Let's get some of your co-hosts from back in the day on here. Let's find out the real problem with Ball Python Love.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You said you had 13
Next.
co-hosts.
So
Benji
next
was
week,
one of them, so we got to get him up here. Benji, you need to be the
so
first one. Um,
there was Benji, there was Moto, there was his way.
why does it sound like you won't see us next week?
Well, I'm just saying, this is how many guests we got to get on.
No, here, look. We'll be seeing everybody next week. It'll be fine.
What's that mean?
I don't know. But anyway, what are you talking about? Jose? Let's see how many we got. I know. I know I need to get a hold of him or Solo, you tell him, or Blakers. And just everybody in general needs to message that
Cold,
motherfucker and tell him to do
cold-blooded,
live stream. So we got
cold-blooded.
Cold Blooded, we got Joseway, and Benji, and then you tried there recently with LMK. That didn't work out. He said you were a fucking basket case. And then no, he didn't say that. I'm just funny. That's 4. That's all I know. Now who?
Moto Danger Zone.
Oh, that's where it all started. That's right.
Um,
No, I'm not gonna quit the show. It's all about the people. I'm not gonna leave because of this asshole. I'll leave because I'll just take Bong hit. We kick him off too. See, look, just boot him. Just like see, Blackers. I don't have to leave the show. I'll just kick him off the fucking show. See, See,
and I sat here just
it's
waiting.
even his channel. Do you see how I'm first over here? I can do all this shit. Look, make me look big and him all small. That's the interest of this show. It's like 80% of the people are here for me, and 20% of the people are here for him, and that's why he's small over there. They're small.
Shut the fuck up.
Because you smile. You
You know what's awesome though is that
you only
is our
just smile.
numbers.
Look, I can squish your head. Look.
I'm just saying
It's
it's
the little
impressive
shit
to
in
see,
life. Look,
motherfucker.
squishing your head, motherfucker.
What, you died back from the garden while you Benji or what?
Do what?
You made yours out of the garden.
Made
Got
mine
the
out
whole
of the
pic.
garden. What are you talking about?
Yeah. His little bong hit shit that he found apparently in the garden to his
Oh
paper
no,
towel
no,
rolls.
mine's store bought. I bought that at the mini mart. Look, see the pup up? Show the people. Look, he's on. No, I just want to lay down, Dan, on you. I want to lay down. Get some naps in. You mind on the show too long, buddy?
No, it's just my Animal House. There's no 2.0.
No, I added the 2.0 because I almost died recently. Long story. We'll talk about it later. What, buddy? Tell the people. Look, Solo just said hi to the pup up. I know it's
Benji,
funny.
Justin missed you.
When we first got the pup up, I would call him pup up, and Tristan's like, quit now. He's gonna think that's his name. His name's Ryder, but I've always called him pup up. I call all the pup ups pup up. They're pup ups. Remember, you got to love your animals because they're in your life a short time, and you're in their life their whole time.
But you should never outlive your children.
Oh, why you gotta bring the children in and all this and stuff? Just drive me nuts. Just whip him. But yeah, it's just my Animal House. Uh-oh. It's almost that time my headphones is dying. 3 hours though, that's not bad. See, look, he stays over there like he's in timeout. It just fucking cracks me up.
Just go with the flow.
It's fucking funny.
All right, but seriously, because your headset's about to die, mine's been blinking.
Yeah, mine's blinking here, so it's about that time.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Ball Python Love BPL.
Yeah, hey, and last week you left the show. You need to say goodbye to people or not. You said we're leaving. At least you can do is say goodbye to the people that are here. Tell them you appreciate them. Shit like that.
Thank you, everybody. We proved our numbers more than any other night tonight. Thank you. We'll be back next Thursday with my Animal House asshole.
If he don't run his mouth too much.
Best co-host ever.
I've been subscribed for a while now, but that's awesome. See, that's me in the flesh. Man. I'm that Animal House guy. All right. Anyway, till next time, take care and stay wild. I'm out. Catch me Tuesday live on my channel with the white. We have a good time. I'm out later. Now you could leave the thing. Now.